Let's see here. Let's, all right. Some Sunday gaming with a little clickbait for you. All right. So I I don't like the business. That's not my thing. Um, Personally, I usually like to wait until things just let the truth come out before I jump into anything. However, the rumors with Xbox and putting the games everywhere, it's just gotten to a ridiculous degree. And hey, what's up, Tool Man? Thank you for joining. I just want to talk about some of it because we're at the point now where they're saying Starfield is coming to PlayStation 5. First it was Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves, now Starfield, and really, and I know the title of this one is bit clickbaity, but but I'm going to address this two ways. One, hey Zink, if you want to join, let me know, and I can send you the link. But I want to address this a few ways. Matter of fact, let me send the link to everybody before I forget. Yeah, but there are a few ways I do want to approach this. One, I'm going to do the rare thing and kind of sort of take it at face value and debate that. And then two, go with my usual look, guys. Rumors are fucking bullshit and don't listen to them. Hey, what's up, Phase? Again, Phase, if you want to join, let me know. Yeah, but the latest rumor now is Starfield going to PlayStation 5, and I mean, obviously, all right. Yeah, Zach, I just sent you the link. And obviously, if this is true, we know that this is a terrible look for Xbox. Whether or not you care about exclusives to that extent, uh, the Xbox brand. Rumors like this are bad for the brand in the sense that sorry guys, I'm still sending some links out. So I apologize. I just went this spare. I just went at this without just off the cuff. So a little bit more unprepared than usual. All right. Extreme D says, "You see all the Starfield hate. Stop now. Time to backtrack the hate to positive now." Yeah. Oh yeah. If Starfield goes to PS5, the tune of that game is going to be polar opposite. But really, um, this is definitely something. You know this is the rare time where I think that Xbox leadership should just say something sooner rather than later. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, and here's a quote from Sarah Bonner herself, Devil Shooter. It is awesome to share you the very first time one of the most anticipated games in the world from Todd Howard at the team Bethesda Game Studios, a groundbreaking game. Yes, it's exclusive, right? So they've been saying it's exclusive, and I understand things change, but do things change this fast where less than a year after Starfield comes out, it's going to PlayStation? I don't know. That saying that's where my bullshit. You know, that's where my bullshit alarm kind of goes off. Yeah. Extreme D. Look, I don't believe bullshit rumors that much either. However, this is definitely the rare time where I think Xbox leadership should just say something now. Get it. If this is true, get it out the way. Let people have their initial emotional reaction to it, then get back to life. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll say this. Let's start and just assume it's true, right? Let's humor these rumors. I do think that putting Starfield and Hi-Fi Rush and all this stuff on your computer platforms is a terrible idea because Xbox as a brand, as much as I love gaming on Xbox, the perception of it is that Xbox don't have games, they don't have quality games. and so on, right? And so for for this discourse to be allowed to go on this long of these games are coming to PlayStation and all that stuff and Nintendo. Yeah, listen, it's a terrible look for the brand, and it feels like Xbox is essentially throwing in the tone on the Xbox brand, essentially, right? I'm no longer argue exclusive. Everything is on PC, PS6, PC for me. Yeah, I listen. I don't game on PC, Devil Shooter, and I never will. I'll be honest with you, man. I work on a computer all day. Last thing I want to do is come home and slumped over my PC to do gaming. So, firstly, I like the simplicity of consoles. Hook at my Xbox to my TV, and do it that way. But back to the topic at hand. Like Starfield was in theory supposed to be the biggest game of the year for Xbox last year. It was supposed to be a game that and the PlayStation community was clearly jealous over because I mean, how many? I mean, they asked Phil Spencer throughout the whole time, right? They asked this dude, "Hey, when is Starfield coming to PS5?" And they've been saying, "Look, man, it's exclusive. It's exclusive." So yeah, so if it turns out to not be exclusive the whole time, then yeah, it is lying. And it's either a plans change so fast, super fast, faster than we thought, or that they're lying to. All right, y'all can hear me, right? Yeah. Now, when it comes to this gaming stuff, none of it's the end of the world. At the end of the day, gaming is a hobby, and as a consumer, you're gonna put your first. I put my money first, right? Nah, man. Phil's not normally on top of stuff. Phil be nah, man. Phil let rumors sputter all the time. Devil's shooter all the time. I mean, over the last decade, he's been in charge of Xbox. Man, do you know how many rumors have went on and on and on and on? And here's the kicker: they've always been wrong, right? So that's another reason why I don't just be believing shit for no reason. Because these rumors, man, they be when I say they be incorrect, they be incorrect badly. But yeah, but still, let's go the route of assuming that this is real, right? And Rain G4 said, I prefer console because when you brag about how powerful your PC is, when you're the only one making it powerful just to play video games, I could see making it powerful to really do something. Yeah, man. Listen, I got friends who are PC gamers. So it is what it is. If that's what people like, that's what they like. I ain't going that route. Shit, man. I ain't doing that bullshit. But that's just me. But still, man. You look at the like. I mean, Xbox this generation has a wonderful lineup of games, right? And now going forward, if this ends up being true, it just feels like a matter of time. You know, what's the phase when we're forced here? Microsoft problem is that they always first to innovate. Microsoft has enough money to make provide games on all platforms and still make Xbox consoles. Oh yeah, no doubt, and we've seen that historically with Minecraft, Call of Duty, most recently. Now that they got Activision, um, oh man, what's that game? Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76, those type of games. So yeah, they've always made money off other platforms. It's just that phase when the perception of your consoles that you don't have no games, right? You don't have quality games, and then the most beloved game you released last year is rumored to go to Nintendo and PlayStation, and then your biggest game last year is rumored to go to PlayStation, PlayStation. I mean, I do think that this is one of the rare times where Phil, Sarah Bond, and them should come out and say, "Look, this is bullshit. This ain't happening. Cut the damn rumors." Or if it's true to say, "Yeah, this is happening. This is our new strategy going forward." I mean, it is what it is. I don't work for these companies. I don't run for these. I don't work for these companies. I don't have. Although I do recommend putting some money in some Microsoft stock. It's expensive stock. It's expensive stock to get into, but still, although I do recommend it, I don't got money in Xbox stock, right? I don't. You know what I'm saying? But uh, yeah, we're about to get Zinc in here. Hey, what's up, Coco Fiend? PC isn't perfect. 343 bricked my PlayStation version of Halo Master Chief Collection. Hey, what's up, Sega man?
What's up, brother?
Oh, nothing much, man. How are you?
What's going on, my man?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just talking some video games and
That's what's up.
yeah, and hanging with the chat. And it looks like Zinc's trying to get in here. Okay, yeah. So
There
we
he
got
is.
Zinc in
There he
here
is.
too. I don't know if Zinc gonna do a drive by today or what.
There he is.
No, man, I think I'm good for a little while unless my mom call.
What's up, brother
Okay,
Zink?
cool,
Hey,
cool.
man, hanging in there. Hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and get some of this. Hey, look, it's Microsoft should never respond to something like this. How many times did they have to say Starfield was exclusive? And then Jeff Grubb and the rest of these know-it-alls said, "Oh no, it's coming." Unlimited's best friend said, "Oh no, it's coming." Colin, "Oh, it's coming. Oh, I'm just going to wait for it to come to my PlayStation." Hey, Colin, why don't your bitch ass hold your breath and wait for it to get there? Okay. Then Aaron Greenberg said, "No, it's coming. It's only going to the Xbox. It's the only console it's going to." Then they said, "Hey, Pete Hines, pack your shit. We tired of you, dude." People like him, "Oh, I really wanted to come to the PlayStation."
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
What's up, Jay Dizzle?
This this is something. It's a fraternity of internet people,
All right.
okay? And they regurgitate the same bullshit, and they have their people that they empower.
Mm-hmm.
They empower Jez, they empower Rand. Jez thinks every time he writes an article, his word is bond. Jez, your word ain't shit. Okay? I mean, he knows nothing. This
Fuck
asshole,
that, man.
somebody forced me to listen to their shit. And this asshole said, Satya Nadella said one of his biggest regrets was giving up their phone. And he said, now Microsoft has to cry to Apple like little bitches and can we put our stuff on there? This motherfucker actually said this shit.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, hey man, one asshole, this dude, Mr. Badbit, and I managed to jump in the chat and hear what Mr. Badbit said on PTK's podcast yesterday. And he gave this analysis of Microsoft's methodology. So I listened to it. I said, that is the most inaccurate thing I've ever heard in my business life,
Mhm.
ever. It was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It could only come from somebody from Sony. And here's the thing, when Sony has something tragic happen, like that bullshit 3 out of 10 level state of play they had the other day,
Garbage.
the very next day, they
Blasphemy.
started talking about this. Am I right? It's always something. Here, these jokers that people talk about layoffs. If Microsoft would have said nothing, Activision, we're not going to buy anything. We don't want it. They would have probably laid off 30% of that damn company.
Mm-hmm.
But now people want to act like that everything was hunky dory and just perfect over there. Dude, these jokers can't spell business. And what Unlimited said, what 100 said, Sega Man said this bullshit long time ago. I'm tired of the community. Any little thing that's sort of a scandal, everybody lose their mind. Could you imagine going fighting or uh could you imagine having a 2-minute drill for a Super Bowl or for an NBA championship, or it's a man on second, you're down by two, and you got to keep the rally going, and you have people giving up like that? Any hint of discomfort, and these jokers jumping out the damn window.
Yep.
Motherfucker, who you with? And you could be a fan of something, but like 100 said about me, I take this shit too serious, and I do. I do take it too seriously. It's like I said before, this shit is a way of life to me. And when I see people doing sneaky shit like Rand and Jez, I get offended.
Mhm.
I work for myself, so I know what it's like. I
Mhm.
strictly rely on myself because fuck everybody else, dude. That's what somebody jumped on Live Wires. He came on Sean's show right after me, and because we went in on Microsoft and getting rid of people, right?
Yeah.
So it's this big. I heard somebody else saying something stupid today, and I'm gonna let you guys go. But I'm gonna say this one part because it pertains to something else I heard today that was crazy. And I'm glad Hogue Law stayed in on Ty Guy Travis and lit his ass up. I was told to listen to that. But here's the thing: some people have a. It pissed me off. One time, Boomstick said Japanese companies have a lot of pride. Look, I have so much pride in my country, even though we could be racist as hell. I won't buy a car unless it comes from Detroit, damn it. If my car don't come from Detroit, fuck that car. My dad was a United Auto Worker. I have pride. Now I say all of that to say this. When you walk into a building, Houston, Philadelphia, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, you walk into a building, a dope ass contractor built that building. You could walk into that building with the highest of probability that that building will not crumble because they built it well. Okay? It's a contractor here in our region, one of the best in the region. I love working with these guys because it's like playing in the game and everybody got your back. Everybody work hard and you really work to complete the goal. But they don't pay me on time. And it happened over like a 6 or 7 year period. So I won't work for them anymore. Fuck them. It was so bad. He told my mother, the owner told my mother, it's like, hey, um, your son could have either 8 buildings, one building, or all of the buildings. How about no buildings? Because you ain't shit. Your accountant refuses to pay me partly on time. I won't do it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is when like the guy uh Hogue Law held Ty Guy Travis's feet to the fire about how shitty IGN is. And he really put it to him. I couldn't believe it. It was like Unlimited or I or one of us were over there just interrogating him on IGN's bullshit. It was fantastic. I couldn't believe it. So you could work there if you want. People can work for IGN if you want. You could work for Activision if you want. But when you work for these bullshit ass places and there's a layoff, you knew you were working for a shitty company in the first place, especially Sony. They had all of those layoffs, and now no one's saying anything. No one's saying nothing. These jokers are not having factions. They talked about it for a couple days, and no one says anything about it again. But no, dude, I had enough of these people, man. I'm with
Yeah.
y'all 100%.
Yeah, man.
Y'all about to have me. I wish E-Rock was here. Y'all about to have me drink midday in the summer. I hope my mother don't call me, for the next 3 hours so this shit could wear off. But
yeah.
y'all go on here, get some of this, man.
All right, brother Zink. Hey, yo, that's crazy, man. Seeing that, dude. That's crazy, man. Seeing that, saying that Starfield's going to PS5, bro. And Indiana Jones, man. That's crazy, bro.
And one more thing, hey, Sega man. Not only that, they saying how like Unlimited, and I talked about it before on one of the shows. I said I hope they surprise attack everything. I hope they continue to do this. Unlimited's there. No, they got to give the game some kind of promotion. But that they're talking about a game that came that none of the experts knew was coming. Now all of a sudden, this game 2 years later is going to collapse the Xbox division. What the hell's wrong with you? I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? Go ahead, Sega man. Get some.
Hey man, you know what? The denial Unlimited and Brothers Inc. is real, man. See, here's the
Word
thing.
up.
They want that. That's why they're so mad. They're making shit like this. They want our games for a game system, right, guys? That been said since 2013 that has no games They want the games that we don't have so bad, like Indiana Jones, Starfield, Hellblade: Senua's Saga, for a game system that's garbage, that sucks. The Xbone has no games, but yet you see stuff that Unlimited put up right here on the screen about stuff like this. But yet we don't have no games. We don't have no exclusives. Xbox sucks. Xbox is dying. But yet you see stuff like this. This is how you know people are in denial so bad, man. When it comes to stuff like this, man, look at how much they're damaged. Look, you can see them they're in Unlimited's chat right now. I'm not giving them no shine and saying who they are, but they're in the chat right now over here on an Xbox-centric channel, coming in here crying and whining and keep talking about Xbox and won't keep Xbox out of their mouth, man. They won't keep Xbox out of their mouth so bad. You guys don't deserve no shine, bro. You just don't. You're at this point, you guys are idiots. You're idiots. Microsoft is king. Xbox is king. PlayStation cannot fuck with Xbox. Nintendo cannot fuck with Xbox. Get over it. You can't. It doesn't matter what you say about Spider-Man or whatever. You look at that. What is it? State of Play. Last of Us. What is it? Last of Us 2 that's coming out? Is that the one that they're hyping up a little bit? Is it?
Yeah, it's one of their many remakes, Sega man.
Yeah, one of their other. That's what I mean. They're trying to hype up their little bit of State of Play that they had over there. I watched a couple of podcasts on Unlimited that were talking about how they watch State of Play. They weren't really impressed by anything really at all whatsoever. They're saying there's games on it that look like PlayStation 3 games on a next-gen system of what they showed of games coming out.
No, man. PlayStation 3 was kind of a powerful system if you knew how to program for it. Those are some PS2 games, bro. Right. Come on. You tripping. You know what? I got to watch you, Sega, man.
Hey, man. It is our time. As long as they've been doing this, and too, Brother Unlimited, since 2013, and they're still doing it in 2024. Guys, get over it. Xbox is number one. PlayStation cannot fuck with Microsoft, and you guys know it. They could put Microsoft in their pocket, and it'll be a one and done thing, man. PlayStation cannot hold up to the big boys. Just get over it. If they really wanted to, they can destroy PlayStation and Nintendo together, but they're playing nice and they're playing fair. But you are not getting these exclusives. You're not getting Indiana Jones. You're not getting Starfield. You can keep making stuff like this all you want. If you want to play that game, you got to get an Xbox or you got to get a PC. That's the only way you're going to play the games. That's the only way that you're going to play the games.
Listen to yourself, Sega man. You had to coincide with what you're saying. That Mr. Badbit said they need to have games like this come to Xbox so they could continue to make the Halos. Hey, dumbass, Halo makes its own money. It's already a cash cow. What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
That's why Sony is failing, because they don't have a game that has reoccurring profits like Sea of Thieves, like Gears, like Forza, like Halo, like Minecraft, like Xbox Live, like Game Pass.
Right.
Game Pass make $400+ million a month. And you're running your stupid mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And they keep damage control. And you guys can damage control you want. You can say what you want in Brother Unlimited's chat. You can say anything you want in there, but your opinions, honestly, they don't matter. They really don't matter, because at this point, you're not even true gamers. You're out here just spreading toxicity in the gaming community. All right, Sony is done. Okay, Sony is done. That's why it's called the copycat station. Anything that Microsoft does, they try to do it and they do it wrong. They can't even do it right. They don't want to do it right. You're not going to never see your day and date exclusives in their subscription base. You're never going to see it because they want you to still pay that $70 for one and done games. You don't even get your money's worth. You don't have a good online infrastructure. Now you want to put your games on PC now, right? Now you want to do that. Microsoft's been doing that. Microsoft's been ahead of the game. Now your so-called copycat station wants to do what Microsoft is doing. You guys will not admit that. If somebody was to debate you about that, you would try to skip over that, put up a wall like you didn't even hear what that person said, because you know your company, they're frauds. They're frauds, man. They only want your $70. They don't give a shit about you, dude. They don't. They're not going to do what you ask them to do. They're going
This
to
is
keep making remakes, right? Right, Zinc. Keep making remakes. Make you pay $70, sometimes $80 for all these games that don't have no longevity. It's not worth your money, in my opinion, to pay for one and done games that are $80, $70. It should have a good online where you can keep playing the game, not play and then trade it in. To me, you didn't get your money's worth, man. You might
how,
want to keep that game. You know what
how
I'm saying?
about this one, Sega man? You always talk too much and you make me remember things. All of you guys do. You just brought up $70 games. Here these guys are complaining, profusely complaining about Xbox not doing us a favor. I can't believe you're doing that. MLB the show is free for us.
They're mad about that. Zink, did you see that? They're mad about the new MLB, the show coming into Game Pass.
Again, for
Yep.
the fourth year in a row.
Right.
We don't have to pay $70 for it because Phil said, hey, bro, I got you. Hey, slow down, Unlimited Retro Fusion at 4:41 p.m. Sega Man is pissed, so Retro jumps in here. The Last of Us 2 remake came out and no one noticed. Bruh, spot on. I didn't even know it came out. I mean, what?
Tell them Fusion, because it's
Bruh.
true. Tell them Retro Fusion, because it's true. Nobody didn't notice.
Because they busy looking at us because they already played that game already several times. They just keep making them buy it. Did somebody come in here?
That's Daya.
That's Miss.
Get
That's
in
the
here,
first
man.
lady of
Hey,
first
hey,
lady of Xbox in the building, baby.
hey, hold on. You know I don't.
I was
don't,
waiting my turn. That's all. I'm just
Hold on,
listening.
dear. Hey, Sega man. You know I got a rat on dear.
Uh-oh.
Dear walked up in here, because I had disappeared for a while. I was taking care of my mom. So as soon as I came in, dear cussed me out. You know, it's like, hey, where you been? You know, so I'm like, damn, I'm looking around. There's nobody here but Unlimited and E-Rock, so they don't play Gears, so they don't want to get my back. And then she was like, and I'm not playing with you and Sega Man either.
Zeke he's been ignoring me. He's been like trying to dodge out of that
Yeah,
game.
Zeke.
That's what's been
Hey,
going.
Zink, we need to play. We need with our first lady of Xbox. We need to play that Gears, man. We got to do it. We got to
Yep.
do this, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, I've been deal like busy, but you know, I just pulled some time where I just finished playing Gears actually. Deal, what you think about this garbage, man?
I take it you guys are talking about the rumors coming back up again about.
Again, Daya, again.
Well, first I can say I'm so sick of this rumor that I just want Microsoft to come out and say something, anything at this point, because
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it coming back up. It doesn't matter what we say.
Yep.
Even though Phil has come out many times, I know what Unlimited is thinking. He's right about that. But unless he says something definitive and not like in corporate talk, I think they're going to keep doing this. So also, I believe they have a vested interest in bringing this up over and over again, because what they want to do is demoralize the Xbox gamer. They want to damage the Xbox brand.
Yep.
And in my opinion, the silence, whether we believe it's real or not, is more damaging at this point because of how long it's been going on. And a lot of the casuals just don't know the truth about things. They
That's what
don't
I do,
listen
yeah.
to Phil. And now I'm starting to hear from people who literally do not hate Xbox or nothing. They just happen to have a PlayStation.
Right.
They actually believe that the games that they saw come out this past show is coming to the PlayStation.
Yep.
They was like, wow, I can't wait to play that on the. They weren't disparaging the game or nothing. They just think it's coming out on the PlayStation.
Yep.
So I'm like, at this point, it's going on too long.
Yeah.
Because when you hear one side of an argument, even if that one side is absolutely 100% wrong, if you never hear the other side, and we're not the voice, most people don't hear us. They have to hear someone larger than us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the average person believing this stuff now.
But the thing is, dear, just like I said to Unlimited, the thing is, I kind of almost agree with you guys, and you're not wrong for saying that, but you cannot answer every question.
You can't.
That
But
you can't do it. Just like Phil Spencer said in Jeff Grubb's stupid looking face, What makes you think that wasn't gameplay?
Yeah.
Right.
And Jeff waited a week and still said it. He said that Hi-Fi Rush wasn't profitable. Satya Nadella said it in an earnings call, and he still said it wasn't profitable.
Listen,
Wow.
this
Okay,
doesn't make no sense
it
though.
continues.
Why in the world would they expect let me get this out real and I'll let you
Go
go
ahead.
back. Zeke.
No, go ahead.
Why in the world would Hi-Fi Rush be expected to sell a lot when they announce the new IP with no marketing? They drop it into Game Pass as a shadow drop, and they expect somehow for it to sell. It's not established or anything. All of that came after the game already dropped. So
Mhm.
where they would see the profit is in the second game. They will not see it in the first game. That's assuming it's not. Okay, even if it wasn't, the way they handled the IP, of course it would be.
No,
If you
dear.
drop it in a service, if you don't do any marketing for it, if it's a brand new IP, there is no way that a game like that. Now we know Hi-Fi since it dropped, people love it. People want it.
They love it. Hey, dear,
Right?
but the point is, Satya Nadella mentioned this game that it was profitable.
Yep.
He told everyone, and like I said, when people came over, when Sony moved to California, I said, okay, they can't lie too much now, because everything comes out of your mouth and you're executive. You can't lead the market on. You can't do it. People still say my game and Unlimited likes Redfall.
Mhm.
Matt Booty told Jeff Grubb to his face, Redfall made its money. But yet Rand says, oh, it bombed. Every Iron Lord's addict, it bombed. Dude.
They don't know what it did. I don't know how they can say that. Microsoft doesn't release those numbers.
These cats have an agenda, but when an executive say a game made its money, and everybody loves Sarah Bond, right? Why is she saying in court Halo was the biggest launch in Halo history?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Halo failed, Rand? Man,
It was
please
also
shut the fuck
it was also the People's Choice of the Year, that game, you know.
100%.
I mean, it's very convenient that they act like we got like mouse memory or something like that, that we can't
Correct.
remember something longer than 2 hours or something, you know.
100%.
And they'll spin a narrative as if it's absolute truth, you know. I'm sorry, go ahead, Zink. Go ahead.
No, man, this is your floor. Go ahead. I'm full of this for days. Go ahead. I've been waiting to hear from. I can't wait for E-Rock to pull up and Hebot. But go ahead. I'm good.
All right. Well, what I'll say is, like I said, I've had enough of this subject. Like I said, I'll use this as an analogy, Zink. Why I think that they should come out and say something. I don't think they should hand over the narrative to anybody, for that matter. Any company will always control the narrative. Okay, regardless of who's saying it or how it started or whatever.
Mhm.
It's irrelevant. Now imagine if you was some kind of famous or well-known person, and a woman showed up and said, I had a relationship with Zink when he was married, and I had a kid by him and all that. Okay, say it's not true. Okay, but this woman keeps saying to everybody, going out there spewing as loud as she can to anybody who will hear, that you cheated, had an affair with her, and had a baby. At some point, you're going to have to come out and set the record straight, right? Because it's damaging you. All right. Now, maybe in the beginning, people would say, "Oh, we don't really believe this woman," but after a while, if you say nothing and that narrative goes on, people who don't really know what's going on will start to believe it. This is what I believe is starting to happen, and I think it's by design.
100%.
That's my opinion. I think it's coordinated. Too many media sources are all talking about this without even going to Microsoft to confirm anything. Again, I've said this before. A journalist has to confirm something. You don't run articles back to back, week after week, month after month on a rumor. You just don't do that. Real journalism doesn't act like that.
Who's the real journalist out here?
Well, we know they want to pretend to be, so act like one. That's what I'm saying. If they want to pretend and say, well, our opinions matter because we're gaming journalists, well, then act like one. Stop running around with rumors and go to Microsoft themselves and ask them to clarify the information that's coming out. You got people claiming all kind of stuff. I work for Bethesda. I'm a former Microsoft employee. I served them food once. I mean, they coming out with all kind of narratives and stuff, trying to say they got inside information.
Right.
I'm just sick of this. You know, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. And the reason why I think they really want to do this is because they, you know, we know the PlayStation guys want this. They want the death of Xbox. If Xbox, I'm telling you now, if Xbox spread them games all over the place, they will instantly, I don't care what anybody says, I don't care what they have out in the market, they will instantly be purely third party, and that will be the end of the Xbox brand.
Yeah, you must have missed it. But
What?
Sega Man was on the roll, and the MLB The Show was a go-to exclusive for Sony. I mean, when that game came out, the ratings were always high. Then it came to the Xbox, the ratings started to drop.
Mm-hmm.
That was a major exclusive. Hi-Fi Rush was a shadow drop. That Jeff Grubb and all of these experts did not know it was coming. And now all of a sudden they want to use this game as if it's Halo or or something massive. You know? No, they pick and choose what they want to talk about. And the problem we don't like is I'm telling you, it's a fraternity. They're all in cahoots with this. Hey, I wanted to, before anything break out, y'all notice y'all haven't heard anything about E3 or show this June?
From whom?
Haven't heard much.
Xbox
Oh, they're not. They won't announce that for a few months. Also, let me read this super chat from Rain G4.
Oh, okay. Hi, Rain.
Rain G4, I saw that.
Yeah, he said, fun fact, if you tie other Zinc hours to Gears, you unlock a secret character in Gears 6.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. Zeke is carrying his Gears community at this point.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah, but I understand, and like the analogy you had with media, you know, that's one of the reasons I stayed away from, you know, the kids at the high school Ram and our kids went to really prominent high school.
Right.
And the parents participate. Go ahead, Unlimited.
No. Finish what you're saying, then I'll speak to introduce Hebot.
So the parents,
Hebot. Okay. Hi, Hebot.
The parents participate a lot. So I would always, and it's a lot of soccer moms. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and give whatever y'all need. I'm gonna put it here, and I don't go to the parties. Too many women. I'm too visible.
You got to be careful.
I got to be really careful, dude.
Yes.
The crowd it's only 3% black at that school. So I don't. Oh no, they're not going to say, "Oh yeah, I was with him." No, bro. No, you wouldn't. No, you weren't. You know.
You know what? All men have to be careful like that.
Have to,
you
man.
Know?
I
tell my brothers. I tell all people that I love,
100%.
I care about. Be very careful, or do not put yourself in a situation where you can be accused like that.
Hell no.
I know a lot of these women are lying out here. I know some genuine ones too, but they have I know the behavior of the real ones. They are very reluctant to talk. But these ones that's running out here trying to, go in front of cameras all the time, I don't believe them for 1 minute. I just don't, because I've seen real women who have been through stuff like that, and they don't act like that. I've not seen one act like that.
Yeah, well, this isn't a political podcast, and while I do agree,
sorry.
Let's move on from such topics, man. We got some video games to talk about, and before I introduce Hebot, Coco Fiend saying, not that I believe anything. Well, let me read it verbatim. Not saying I believe it, but I don't get the logic if they did. Ponies don't even buy their own first-party games. What make you believe they go and buy our amazing games? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah. And by the way, I know the title of this podcast is clickbait, but damn it, there's a reason to my madness when I do shit like this. It's because y'all fall for not y'all, but the gaming world falls for clickbait all the fucking time. So I hope that there are people who saw this expected an Xbox channel where I blow up like a 5-year-old over rumors. And here's the thing: if I end up being wrong, I'll gladly come up here and say I'm wrong. Right?
Yep, I will too.
Yeah, but Hebot, man, how are you?
Hebot?
Heboticus?
Heboticus.
Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey, what's up, Hebot? Here's another thing, chat and panel. These rumors. I mean, I kid you not. They're now they're saying the next Xbox is going to be weaker than the PS6.
Yeah, I heard
these rumors
that.
are ridiculous.
Yeah, they gotten out of control at this point.
These and my issue with rumors has always been, why are you believing this shit without a second thought? But Hebot, man.
Yeah. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We good.
Yes.
What's going on, guys? So we're back here having to do another podcast talking about lunacy instead of talking about games, huh?
Yeah.
Like, listen, when you know how those kids always trying to get attention in school, that's the same thing that's going on with the gaming industry. What I said long ago, that all those channels that build their channel on just hating Xbox and making Xbox rhetoric, that's how they got their views, right?
Not only
even the media, even the media.
Yeah, not only is it them, it's the pony bots, like
It's
every
the
single pony bot.
Yep.
Yeah, the people that actually don't buy Xbox, that don't play Xbox, they're the most loudest.
Even that Tim Dog dude who usually on Twitter is sensible is out here saying he's buying his PlayStation and shit. You know, the game media, they need clicks, so of course they're gonna put this shit out there.
Hey man, and you know what? I was just reluctant. I just didn't want to say anything because so many people love what you just said his name, damn it.
Tim Dog. Yeah. I interviewed him on my channel. He was one of the first people.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Fuck that dude too. I'm sick of his shit. And you know what he said? He said one time, we were at a table at E3 or whatever, and Satya Nadella didn't even say anything to you. Because you don't know shit, Tim. Because you don't know anything. He knew he would be wasting his time talking to you. But I tell you what, the other guy, the big head dude, I always forget his name, Major Nelson, he followed me and Ramo when they came to Chicago. I jumped out of line, talked to him for a second, introduced myself, told him what I thought about Forza and how they should market the thing, and got back in line. He found us at the Forza machine and talked to me more about it. And I saw what they did. They did everything that I told them to do.
Yeah. Hey, man. So sorry, but I got to put this on screen because this perfectly encapsulates. This perfectly encapsulates why I don't believe shit. And again, people, if you're now joining, yes, the title of this podcast is clickbait. You know, but this is why. Let me read this shit right here. Oh, good. I thought this is fake. The ZeniMax Microsoft employee is not really an employee. The guy posts a lot of PlayStation-centric things on his Twitter account. Sarah Bond is likely not to speak about anything related to this. I saw this news a few hours. So again, y'all believe some people. This is what drives me crazy here. They blindly believe everything except for what's in front of their face. Yep. And then everybody in the Xbox community loses their mind. They go crazy, and this is why. And this is why listen. 100. If you listen, I said this a month ago. I'm no longer part of the gaming community either, brother. I'm just a dude who happens to like Xbox. But
you didn't know this.
Because this community is full of trash. It's full of garbage. It's full of idiots.
Unlimited.
Hold on, let me finish. Hebot, and I'll let you speak. Sorry, my friend. But let me just finish this because I need to get this off my chest here. This community, and when I say the community, I'm not talking about the chat. Chat, y'all are amazing. Y'all are on fire. Y'all leave excellent comments all the time, and y'all are reasonable. But you get out of the Unlimited Truth and the Exile Podcast family. The Xbox community are just full of idiots who fall for everything. And then the guys with bigger platforms than us, who's got the 100,000, 200,000 million subscribers, they somehow believe this shit. And then again, when they were proven to be liars, they never once came out and said, hey, I was wrong, I fucked up, or listened to the wrong person. They pivot to the next thing to get y'all pissed off because Unfortunately, some time ago, the internet realized that negativity sells, especially towards Xbox. And if you want to have the dumbest bullshit content out there, just make something negative about Xbox. They could put a rumor out right now that Phil Spencer has cancer, and I guarantee that there'll be people celebrating it because that's how this gaming community works at this point.
Yep.
You know that's why I desperately tell y'all when I do these type of shows addressing rumors to do not believe anything until it is official.
Exactly.
Now, once it's official, you lose your mind.
Right,
React however
right.
you want,
Yeah.
and I'll be here to calm your ass down because it's just video games at the end of the day, guys. Come on, you know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about video games, but some of y'all take this shit like it's just the civil rights movement. You know, it's just video games, right? But still, man. If it's official, then okay, that's one thing. If Xbox says something, but the fact that Sarah Bond's not coming out and saying nothing this spring, these rumors, the rumors are getting to the point they're literally saying the next Xbox is going to be weaker. Now remember, the current Xbox is more powerful.
Yeah.
Phil said a decade ago he's never going to get caught.
Ever.
Yeah, and none of that matters, you know. So this is why when Zink says Xbox don't say shit, I don't blame them because it's been proven that Xbox come out and say anything doesn't really shut them up. But for me personally, I if this tones the dumbness down, yeah, go ahead and just say something already. You know, just to make it easier for my palate, because I'm gonna be real, guys. The reason why that you haven't been seeing as many podcasts because I deleted Twitter off my phone. So I was just chilling. I come on PC and see the nonsense on here,
Right.
see the stupid articles, right?
Right.
And so now that's the only reason why I'm here talking. But Hebot, man, I made you waited too long since you jumped in. What are your thoughts now that we know the ZeniMax rumor that was obviously fake has been debunked? What are your thoughts on, Indiana Jones coming to PlayStation 5, Starfield coming to PlayStation 5, the next Xbox exclusive? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Xbox going third party, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, they're not going no more hardware. Everything Phil Spencer is just a lie. It is. That's it. I mean, look, it doesn't matter what anybody says that has logic, because Twitter is the loudest and yet it's the most smallest part of the whole gaming industry.
Correct.
And no matter what goes on Twitter, people take it at face value, even though time and time again they've been proven that's fake. How long they've been saying that games are going to come to PlayStation since the last game, which was fucking Ori and Cuphead, right? And they haven't let it go, even though Aaron Greenberg tweeted, "We will put no more games on a competing platform like PlayStation and Nintendo. No mas." I'll tweet that up every year, every month, and they'll still be like, "Nah, it's happening." I know. I have an insider. Bro, I have an insider that told me that Sylvester Stallone is going to be in the next MCU movie. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got to do. You don't know people like Paul Tassi that worked for Ford. All they do is do analyticals and do ramblings. They just came out and said that Microsoft surpassed even their Windows division making money. When you could tell me why the fuck they need somebody like Sony or Nintendo in order for them to continue forward with the gaming industry, then you give me a valid answer, then I'll be like, okay. Because if you're going to say perception, we already discussed this. Me and others argued this until we turned blue. Perception is important for just giving you the idea that something looks good or is popular. But what other things said was true. Perception don't make you money.
Nope.
Just go look at the data. Console sales, 150 consoles on the Switch, and yet only one of their exclusives sells maybe 5 million, because Mario Wonder only hit 4.5, right? And it's supposed to be the killer app, the magnus opus of all consoles, right?
Right.
According to the industry of Twitter and the world of TikTok and Twitch and all those little spaces, right? Oh my God, it's the greatest thing since Jesus Christ. It's sliced bread, and yet it's the same shit. It's a different look. You don't notice that every time they have some type of show that is lackluster, and like, you know, they don't show off very well because they saw that all that hype they had over games like Stellar Blade or Last Ronin or Silent Hill, even though two of those are supposed to be, you know, timed exclusive, supposed to come to Xbox anyway. As soon as they have like either a mediocre showing or a bad showing, then the next day is Xbox is going to go to PlayStation. Yep. Sony's buying Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? And all types of crazy shit. They do this because they're desperate for it, to get some type of like validation. Like, no, we're safe. per
They
se.
do that. It's like a smoke bomb. They do that to divert our attention and say,
Yeah,
"Look
yeah,
at that
yeah. And
pink
to kill our
elephant up
hype.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't
and to
look at
kill our
this
hype.
terrible show that we just had.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead."
yeah, yeah, yeah. And also, they also do a zinc because then that makes them feel validated. Yeah, yeah, they had a more mediocre show, but Microsoft's going to kill themselves. Sony's doing great. They're not going nowhere. You get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Because
You
they
hit the nail
know
right
they're
on
in
the head.
trouble.
Mhm.
They know they're in trouble. Look, now I see a bunch of people saying, man, when the hell did this community become so weak on the Xbox side? You know how long I've been saying this shit? Since 2020, 2013. And you know what they said to me,
Yeah.
Dia? You know what they said to me, Dia? Heba, you're toxic, and that's why nobody in the community likes you. Right? That's what I got. And I said, no, I'm very observant. And I know a person that's a realistic fan or somebody that's just trying to be part of something just so they can fit in. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And now it's, what I said, everybody's reiterating. Like, bro, this is nothing new. We've been dealing with this shit since the Xbox OG, since it first came into play. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Give me a second, guys. Give me like 2 seconds.
All right.
May I add something
Go
to?
ahead. Go off, dear.
Yeah.
Get in there.
I just want to say that I've had it up to here with these people who's supposed to be Xbox fans, and they seem more excited that these games are going
Hold on
all
for a
over the
second.
place.
Hold on. Hey, when Dia said she had it up to here, that's a Three Stooges reference before a lot of you guys Go ahead, Dia.
Yeah, I'm fed up with, these guys sound more excited almost from their perspective that these games are going all over the place. That Xbox is gonna
Yes.
but they're gonna be all right. They're gonna make more sales than ever. No, they're not. They're not. Nintendo is not going to buy Xbox games like that. They
Nope.
buy first party games like that. And PlayStation do not buy games. They're not buying their own. So why in the world do they think they're gonna buy Xbox stuff? So they're not going to. That would be the dumbest move that they can ever make. Because we already know what they do thanks to the court documents and different things. Jim Ryan has
Tell 'em,
let
man.
the being spill. We know this. We're not
First thing
guessing
Hold
this
on.
stuff.
Here, here's Dia pulling the Sega, man. They tried to force the Microsoft executives in court. Why don't you put this game on the PlayStation?
Right.
Why don't you put that
But
game
they
on the PlayStation?
resisted.
Thank you. Well, if you read the fine print, it said, "Why don't you shut your ass up?" I
Yeah,
think that's what they
if
said in
Microsoft
court.
wanted to do, they could have did that with the court and everything. They could have got ABK passed ages ago. We wouldn't have had to sit for 2 years. They were already telling them they was going to put COD everywhere, and they were still like unsure. Oh, you're going to try to dominate the market. They could have just said we're going flat out third party.
Yep.
They didn't do that. Why didn't they do that when they had a chance? If that's their whole plan all along, to lie to us, because they be lying to us.
Hey, Dia,
And
I
that's something I don't
apologize. Go
tolerate
back.
is lying.
You about to go off on these guys feel excited when this discrepancy happens.
Yes,
Go
they
ahead.
do.
You about to go off on that.
That makes me upset because why do you not want an Xbox brand with its own identity and its own strength? It's giving up if you put the games absolutely everywhere right now at a time when Xbox has not fully garnered the support from the people. They are just working. Their games have barely dropped. I mean, the studios they bought in what was it, 2018 or something. None of these studios have even dropped anything
Haven't done anything
from back there. Hellblade hasn't even come out yet.
And you know what? To someone like me that knows production, that is the most powerful thing ever. They're allowing them to get your game right. You need more time, get your game right. Then put it out. We got you covered. You put it out when the game is ready. That's what I'm hearing. Like in the Xbox documentary, when Bungie's like, "Hey man, we messed up. I need a whole nother year." Ed Fries had to go to bat for him. They don't have to do that anymore because Phil is that dude. Phil don't have to put out nothing until it's ready. So that's what I see when these games are marinating. That's what I see. And with that great show that we had, why is everybody so worried, man?
Yep.
Well, they worry because they listening to these people thinking the very games that they're paying access to get for a reasonable price and all that is just going to be handed to a publisher that came out, that Microsoft said themselves, Xbox said that they take the money that they earn from their games to use it against them. This is Unlimited has repeated this many times. PlayStation hates Xbox. They want them out of the industry. If you think anything other than that, you're a fool. They will use any money that they make off of any game that they make from over. Like, okay, Microsoft had to keep COD on there. That's fine. Because you know what? That's gonna not only fund Game Pass, fund the games, all it's gonna help kill Sony. Sony understands
100%.
that because they're making the bigger percentage out of that. But
Right.
for Microsoft to put all
Dave,
their
you
games,
remember
their
the-
biggest hitters. I'm sorry.
Dave, do you remember the quote, right? And sorry about that, guys. I got in the elevator and my phone cut off.
Sorry,
Forgive me.
man.
Okay, no problem.
Go ahead, go off.
You remember when Phil made that quote, right? After all those paperwork came out from the court and stuff, and he was saying how it doesn't make sense for them to make another platform or help out another platform just so that they could turn around and hurt their platform
Yes.
with whatever they're doing. And I have it in a picture where he was quoted. Those were words that were because of what really goes on behind closed doors. Like I said,
Yes.
Microsoft,
Yes.
they don't. Okay, Microsoft doesn't show their face on in public because they're like the most hated, the most targeted company in the world, and they're the most richest company in the world at that same factor, right?
Right.
So when they do something, everybody got their eyes on them. Don't you see that as soon as a fucking rumor comes out with no source, no link, no anything, as soon as it comes out, everybody runs with it. I'm looking at YouTube and there's everybody, the usual suspects, every single person you know that loves hating or being negative Xbox is talking about Microsoft is selling all their IP. Microsoft is going third party. What's the point of having an Xbox? There's no identity. They actually don't get it. They need new leadership. Phil Spencer needs to go. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my fucking shit. You wonder why the man don't want to do interviews anymore with IGN, with Giant Bomb, with nobody. Because he already knows he knows that they act nice to get him on their show so that they can get clicks and views, to get a bunch of subscribers, and then they go and talk shit about them once they're gone.
Exactly.
They're not stupid. They already know the game. They already know what's going on. That's why they've been cutting out a lot of people. And that's why you see them that they don't relate and do anything anymore with a lot of people like they used to, because they see it. They know what the drill is. They know. Yeah, I'm sorry. They know what the drill is. So again, right? This is like Unlimited said, unless it's from the actual source, Sarah Bond herself, Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, Aaron Greenberg, that come out and said, this is what we're going to do.
Right.
Then the people want to outrage and have outcries and do whatever. Because, look, even if it's some validity to this rumor, right? But rumors are just that. They're just rumors. And most of the time, 90% of the time, rumors don't come out to be true. These guys think because games come out, or they say, oh, yeah, they were going to show Silent Hill. Like, duh, we knew they were because it's been years that they haven't. They said it's coming. Right. We knew that the team that did Medium and that did Blair Witch and that did Layers of Fear were working on the new Silent Hill. We've been knew that. We've been knew it. It was just a matter of time to announce it. So those are basically logical guesses, right?
Right.
So you know, unless they come on and say it, and then you can have the outcry or whatever it is you want to have. The only way that this would logically make sense for Microsoft if everybody's going to benefit, because you see the baseball, right? MLB wanted to make more money. It's going to be the third year in a row it's on Game Pass, and it still sells well, even though it's on Game Pass, because they made more money than they ever did when it was on PlayStation. So again, like was said earlier, why would Microsoft put their games on a platform that doesn't sell their own games? If they don't buy their own games, what makes you think they're going to buy Sea of Kraken, Hi-Fi shit, right? Or Starfield dog doodle? According to their logic, those games suck, right?
Yeah, all
So
the games.
why would they buy those games if they don't even buy their AAA so-called bangers that are worth every single dime, nickel, and breath of their life?
Mhm.
Does that make any sense?
Here's another reason why it doesn't make sense. The Xbox gamer gets the most screwed if you're an Xbox only person, right? Because if you have PlayStation, you get PlayStation's exclusives and you get Xbox stuff. If you're on Nintendo, you
Hey,
get
dear,
Nintendo's
dear.
exclusives
Hey,
and you
dear.
get Xbox stuff.
Hey,
But
dear.
if you,
What exclusives do Sony have?
well, yeah, we know that, but you know what I'm saying. This
Oh,
is
okay.
generalizing,
All right.
okay?
I was just asking.
But if you're on Xbox, you get nothing. They share nothing. They give you nothing. So the worst group out of any of this would be the Xbox only gamer.
And
The
see,
person
dear, but that's
who
what
can
they
only
want us
afford
to
one
believe.
console and they chose Xbox.
That's what they want us to believe. But still, that's why I keep bringing up MLB. Phil Spencer said, "We'll make it up to you that we don't have a baseball game." And then a year or two later, he took Sony's game, then gave it to us. He played a Robin Hood on us. And dude, and one thing, it makes me super angry. Well, it doesn't make me super angry because I
And the funny
know.
part is they gotta share their income, like whatever they make,
Yeah,
their profits,
where they
they
can
gotta
get
share it with
100.
Microsoft.
Exactly,
Correct,
but
because they don't
get
own anything.
100% on their own platform. Why would you split that
Mhm.
difference when you
Yeah,
don't
and
have to?
No, hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Jeremy Brown, nah, man, we don't need to bring back Tim Dog or Dillard. Listen, if they're gonna be bitching and moaning like this, y'all could keep them, man.
well, no, Dealer wasn't tripping. We haven't heard from
Dealer
Dealer in
has
over a
been
month.
missing. He's
Yeah,
been
I don't
gone
know
for a
where he
while.
at.
A lot of people don't know what happened to him. He's been
Yeah.
gone like probably since last year. I don't
Well,
know what
he's
happened
been gone
to
for
him.
at least 6 weeks. But
Yeah,
and Dealer is the only one that I'm okay with Dealer. You know,
yeah.
we
Dealer
could go back
He
and
just
forth.
been missing. Yeah, we don't
But
know where he's at.
here's what makes me mad. The people that portray themselves to be Xbox people, and they call Phil Spencer a liar. They say he
Yeah,
doesn't know what he's doing. That's
yeah.
offensive because I remember Phil Spencer doing a show with Ryan McCaffrey's crew. This is before he got pissed at him and wouldn't talk to him. He had an interview. He said, I see a lot of white faces like mine in so many words. You know, he said, I know I'm privileged. He basically said, I know I have privilege. And the diversity he put on the table and the intelligent diversity he put on this table and bringing this other chick on, that was ridiculous. I said that about you, dear. Zena heard me. You wasn't in the chat, but
Oh yeah.
Sean put those two pictures up side by side of the new lady and Sarah Bond. I said that's Zena and Dia, and Zena came back laughing and said, "Hey, thanks." But anyway, but this dude, he's
continue.
held true to his word, man. He's doing everything he said he was gonna do. He bought. It's like I saw one time on this YouTube video where this lady bought her daughter at 16 a Tesla. She came outside, said she didn't want it. She threw a fit. She said, "That's not what I wanted." Throwing a fit. The mother couldn't believe it. So, and here Phil Spencer bought Activision for us. And for those of us that know what that actually means, this is going to pump money into the Xbox division to build our portfolio even stronger. And you're complaining? You're complaining. Really?
Yeah, listen, that's why I excommunicated myself from this community. Because that's all
excommunicado.
Yeah, man. And it's funny. It's funny, Zinc, Chat, Daya, Sega Man, and Hebot. The same media outlets that quote unquote refuse to publish the Insomniac leaks are perfectly fine with these fake leaks towards Xbox. Where's your come on, guys? Come on, guys. Y'all just standing on your soapbox telling us how awful we are for talking about leaks. And now y'all talking about these fake ass rumors? Come on, man. Where's your journalistic integrity? Y'all had so much a month ago with the Insomniac shit. Now it's no holds barred. Now they don't give that's because
it's funny. It's funny how when it's always an Xbox rumor, like I say, even with no real source, it's always 100% accurate. But when it's a rumor about Sony and Nintendo, oh, that's fake. Oh, that's fake.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
It's either fake he bought or they talk about it for an hour and we never hear about it again.
Yeah, and when they do talk about this for that hour, they go on their soapboxes telling us how terrible we are for even daring to talk about something that was leaked or that doesn't favor PlayStation and Nintendo.
Right, Unlimited. What they say is,
and then not only that, Zink, about 2-3 weeks ago, they just had a showcase where they showed you a bunch of Xbox exclusives.
Yep.
And now is it not convenient? Not just a little bit convenient to y'all that Xbox has a show that's well received. PlayStation had a showcase that nobody liked, and now they're jumping on these rumors even harder about games going to PlayStation. Like I mean,
Yep, it's coordinated.
and see, Dia and Unlimited, believe me, I understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, we went over things like this in marketing. When do you answer the public? When do you not answer the public, or should you answer the public? Now, just what you have up here on the screen, Unlimited. How many times did they have to tell us Starfield was exclusive?
Oh,
Aaron Greenberg had to come out and say, "Hey, Pete Hines, shut up. This is exclusive."
Yeah, Sarah Bond said it. And they so badly love just telling us how much of a liar Sarah Bond, Aaron Greenberg, and Phil Spencer them are. They're just the world's worst liars and then all this stuff. But this is the stuff right here, man. Zink, that it's Xbox, and this is again. There is no Xbox community. It just doesn't exist because a community stands together. A community that has no problem sticking together when things, when things, if you will, get hard or when nonsense like this get. But the Xbox community, they fold immediately. I've never seen a community fold as fast as the Xbox community does. I mean, and then the so-called big players, the one with the and it's like the larger the platform you have towards Xbox, the easier you fold with this brand.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, could I have the honors of calling out the first liar of the day today? I called Jeremy Brown in a lie here at 5:25 p.m.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, I thought Sony got outsold 80-1 in their PSVR thing. I thought that number was that big.
Yeah, they destroyed
that thing is super dead.
It's like right now, the Quest is just peeing on the grave. That's what it's doing at this point.
Unlimited.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
What was that great game, guys? That was on Game Pass where you played with that dude with the guitar and he went through the boards. What was the name of that game?
Oh,
Guitar.
Yeah.
You mean? What are you talking about? The mean with Jack Black?
He played. He played with
Brutal Legends.
Brutal Legends.
No. It was that one where he played and made all kind of colors and stuff.
That's the one I bought from.
The greatest. You mean Escape? The Great Escape.
Oh, the Artful
Escape. Yeah, Artful Escape.
Artful Escape, man, was a great game. You know why? Because
It's
rest in peace and rest in power to our brother Carl Weathers. He played one of the voices. In that game, man. I just wanted to say that real quick. To rest in peace, power to our brother Carl Weathers, man.
Yeah.
And the chat and even everybody is on fire, man. And just like Hebot said, we've been getting ridiculed since 2013, and to see what's going on today, Unlimited, and everybody on the podcast, man, it's really crazy, man. Like Unlimited, I'm starting to believe what Unlimited. I'm starting to really hear, honestly. And behind Unlimited when he says that about the Xbox community. There is no Xbox community, man. After all this stuff that comes out and they're doing this stuff like that, I believe, and I am with Brother Unlimited 100% when he says that, man. It's a goddamn shame that it came to this, man. We've been going through this since 2013, and you guys are still feeding into the hype about Xbox and being doubtful, man. You can't be doubtful, bro. We're true Xbox players over here, dude. We were never doubtful. They got
my brother Sega man. Listen, how convenient. Like Unlimited said, this just to add to what you were saying. The Xbox Direct has been nothing but the talk of the town.
Fire.
Indiana Jones has more than 8 million views.
Yep.
Go look at all the games that were viewed and showed from PlayStation. None of them are not even hitting a million mark when it comes to The Last Ronin, Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
Even Silent Hill 2, even Death Stranding 2, because nobody even liked Death Stranding 1. That game is a very niche game, and the only reason he's going to make a second game is because they're providing the same Decima engine, which means they don't got to spend no money.
Right.
And his studio is the one that's funding the game now. It's not Sony, right?
Yeah.
So they're just marketing it for him, right? So they figure, oh, why not? Let's try it again. And, if I was to give credit, I would give credit in that sense that at least they'll try to make sequels for games that failed or might have not done as well for the first time.
Yeah.
But still, overall, it wasn't accepted and wasn't received as well as, let's say, an Xbox, the Xbox show.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, just a couple of days before that, they just announced, or like 2 days after that, that Microsoft's division has made more money than even their Windows division for the first time ever. Right?
Hey,
so how did
Bot,
you kill? Hold on, Zink, before I
Go
forget.
ahead.
Remember, I'm old and I'm diabetic. Give me a second.
Leave him alone.
Remember
Zeke.
this. But I know Zink is gonna come with the 1-2 punch. That's why I know that whatever he's gonna say is gonna be good stuff. But before I forget, why do you think that noise to Sega Man, what I was saying, so conveniently pops out? Now this is happening, that's happening. Starfield's coming when they clearly said Starfield couldn't be even run on the PlayStation. That's what Todd Howard said.
thank you.
Can't run it on the PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
because they need certain elements like the
That's
Xbox
the why the game took a year.
dedicated servers and shit like that. What happened?
That's why it took an extra year for it to come out. They had to detox from that PlayStation
Absolutely,
trash.
absolutely. He said they don't have the structure to run it properly, even online. Okay,
Wait a
because
minute,
they don't
who
have
said
dedicated servers.
Who said that exactly?
Todd Howard himself.
Todd Howard.
He did it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he said it himself.
He said it. Then
Yeah.
that's the truth.
Because
Yeah.
whatever they were going to do with Starfield when it was supposed to be planned to be on PlayStation was going to be probably a much more dumbed down version than
Mhm.
whatever we end up getting. Because like Zink said and pointed out, they took an extra year just to try to polish whatever needed to be done. And even so, with all that, they still found reasons to say there was something wrong with it. There was still certain elements that were broken. There were still some things that were like, hiccups in the game, which I personally never saw any of that whenever I saw my kids play or anybody else. And even when I tried it briefly, I didn't experience nothing. But then again, I didn't invest no 200 hours in the game either.
Yeah.
To be real, just to be real. But the point of the matter is that this is all just so convenient. And that guy that posted that shit about the whole, the with the artwork
Mhm.
with Hi-Fi Rush,
Yeah,
he even came out and said it, that he did it to troll and he took
Yeah,
down
he
the
made
post.
it up.
And now the guy that posted the thing saying that Sarah was going to speak in spring, he's a well-known, like Unlimited Show, a well-known guy that likes to put positive PlayStation shit
Yep.
and hate on Xbox. He
Yep.
took down the post. These guys are not inside. There's nobody in the look. The only person that had somewhat close connection to Phil is Tim Dog, and even him is not as close as you think because no longer
He ain't close
no
at all because
longer-
he say too
there's
many
no
stupid
more
things.
E3, so they don't communicate with that. But I know one person that is very close to Phil. He talks to him on a daily. He plays with him on a daily. I'm not going to mention his name. I'll say it off camera.
Okay.
And this guy is 100% his friend. So
Oh,
I know
okay,
for a
cool.
fact that this guy knows the real deal, right?
Yeah.
The truth.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But the thing is what I was going to say, just to add to Sega Man stuff, and then Zink, you can say what you're going to say, is it's all convenient because they cannot build views and revenue talking the positive Xbox. Because Xbox has been nothing but positive, where people are changing their tone, look, Power killing on Xbox. Now
Yeah.
Microsoft's going to help them,
Yeah.
put it on their dedicated servers, help them.
Yeah.
You think Microsoft's going to let them go? They're going to try to acquire them.
Our
They're gonna
world
try to make
might
it
as well
part
be
of Xbox.
considered theirs at this point.
Okay.
They ain't never letting that thing go. Yeah.
So you
They
really
never
think
let
with
what
all this
go?
positivity,
Our world.
with
Oh,
all
go
this,
ahead.
listen, you see people on Facebook saying I traded in my Xbox, my PlayStation, or I'm trying to sell it, I'm trying to give it away. I got an Xbox. People doing videos, I never knew that because they bought it for Power World, right? And they were like, and
Yeah,
then when I
yeah.
saw what Xbox is offering, I had no clue that they were giving so much value for your dollar.
Exactly.
Okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All types of people. Just go to YouTube, type it up, and you see Power World, Xbox, and brand new Xbox players, and you're gonna see these videos. It's up there, right?
Mhm.
Which shows you that they can't kill the machine. And because they know this is why they keep doing that. Because as long as they keep negative Xbox rumors and rambling, then
Yes.
they kill the hype, they kill the
Yes.
machine, and people are going to fall for it because
Yes.
people always believe everything negative Xbox, especially the weak ass Xbox community that they call themselves the so-called community.
Mhm.
I haven't said we've been dealing with this since OG. When OG
Yep.
or the Xbox first came out, they're like, oh, what the hell? Oh, Microsoft think they are. You can't compete against Sony. You crazy? And then
Mhm.
when they saw the console come out, more powerful than PS2, ran every game better, was
Mhm.
way cheaper to buy, had
Mhm.
some spectacular exclusives, they knew it was a threat. And what happened? They started talking shit. Oh, fuck that. And then people were like, oh, wow, this shit is the real deal. This console Xbox is the truth. And that's why they took the jump and got ahead and went first with the 360 because they wanted to beat out Sony because they knew that was the only way to really do it by getting ahead of them first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, this has been going on since OG. This is nothing new,
No.
but this is
Actually,
why people like Unlimited and people like myself. That's why I don't even want to do no more game news or Xbox stuff because what's the point of pointing shit out if you're still going to listen to the dumb dookie shit, to what
no,
stinks?
man,
You
it's
don't
it's
want to
enough
listen
people
to
that
it.
listen.
It is.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
yeah, it's enough
That's
people that
why.
listen, man.
That's why
But
you
you
get.
know,
But I'm saying that's
It's not.
why
It's
you
not
get
enough.
discouraged.
It's not enough
You see
because
what I'm saying?
And
there are approximately there are millions upon millions of owners, and I promise you, there aren't millions of people who come across this channel, these podcasts. It's not.
well,
Yeah,
well,
the Twitter
Unlimited,
and all that shit. That's all
just
storm.
just like they said, just like a few guys said earlier in the chat. I think Shane G was one. I think Tool Man was another. And I said this a few years ago that the gaming media represents less than 4% of the buying gaming public. They're not even
Mm-hmm.
needed. And I
Yeah.
was going to say here to go along with what he bought and what we're really all saying. And I just now saw Tool Man up here. He was above the comment I wanted to read at 5:27 p.m. is Tool Man. He said,
Oh,
I've seen several Xbox guys on Twitter talking about jumping ship on a rumor. Then David
Mm-hmm.
Cohen pulls up at 5:27 p.m. and saying, the doom and gloom about Xbox being dead is just annoying. I don't see Xbox being dead. It was just a rumor, not confirmed. And it all, just like you were saying, Hebot, it always comes on the heels of good Xbox news.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
An earnings report. I have to
yeah,
watch the
yeah,
stock market every day.
yeah.
An earnings report. Man, this guy was going crazy at the way Satya Nadella and Amy Hood were going off at that earnings report. And when you talk about Xbox, and it is the third best business at Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
they can buy all of the gaming industry. Okay, all of it. Just the Xbox division on their net worth. All of it. So what are
Mm-hmm.
you talking about? You can't beat news like that. And then you turn around and the media are complaining. Dude,
But you know,
it's all a game, man. It's just all a game.
it's
That's
not
all
just
it
the
is.
media; it's the
Playing a game.
pony bots, man. I
That's
was
them.
subscribed to this
Pony
guy,
Buck. Yeah,
and
go ahead.
I thought he was an Xbox guy. You know, before that, the information was good. It was just talking about the games coming out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy, y'all had to unsubscribe to him. He's sitting up there putting people down if they have a difference of opinion with being happy that Xbox games are going everywhere. That I have always said this. I do not want Sony dominating the market. I do believe it's serious. I don't think that this is something light. If Microsoft went everywhere and they just become like, you know, a EA and all that stuff, that would mean that Sony would dominate the console market, and I would be out of it. I don't want to go back to Sony. I've already been there. I've given you guys my reasons. And Nintendo is, you know, their hardware and things like that, you know, they're gonna be
Nintendo's for
outdated in
kids.
like a year or two, you know, so like they're not going to be able to compete. So all you're going to have is Sony dictating how much things cost and all this. It would be the death of the console market if
Hey,
that because Microsoft would pull out. Why would they stay in that? You know, so if they go third party, they just putting it everywhere. It really wouldn't matter to them. They can have a console, but it won't do anything because people would naturally say, "I can just have a PlayStation and have Microsoft games there, or I can have a Nintendo and have Microsoft games there, or a PC and have Microsoft games there. You see what I'm saying? It would diminish the brand. So
Hey, dear, I want you to hear this. And everybody that's in the chat, Retro Fusion, Jay, and all of the guys we didn't mention yet, Satya Nadella said this when he was being interviewed by one of the financial channels. He said, the Xbox is too important. This is out of his mouth. He said, we have a lot of inventions that came through in his Yoda-like speech that came through that Xbox. And I tried to tell people this once before. Everyone wanted to shun Connect. Connect saves lives. People talk about AI. AI has been in gears. That's what controls horde mode. It's straight AI. That's why you have to be online. It's this cloud technology controlling the AI in gears. I forgot exactly the piece that is used in AI today. And Microsoft is one of the formidable leaders in AI. Hey, get your investments ready, people. Invest in one of these AI companies. They're going to double before the year is out. Okay. Now, but with that being said, he talked about the different innovations that came through the Xbox, and that's why Xbox is so important. Okay. Now, y'all could listen to Jez Corden because he says he writes an article and he think his word is bond. His word ain't shit. Okay. The Xbox is going nowhere. Microsoft is what Bill Gates wanted it to be in '99 when he paid $30 million to get Bungie away from Apple because Apple didn't want to give Bungie money. Okay. So these are the things that are still stemming from Bill Gates. He wanted the Xbox to be woven in between Microsoft, and it is heavily in between Microsoft. Those big server racks, we talked about it before, that are on 7 continents. Those are Xbox One X's in those racks. If you haven't seen one, there is this video called Game Stack. It's a series of them. They'll show you what actually a server rack is. There are multiple Xboxes in this massive unit for Azure. But people don't listen, man. This is the part of business that Jez Corden and Rand are too stupid. And I'm on Jez and Rand because I heard some of the wildest shit that people forced me to listen to. And I just couldn't believe what I heard. But like Dia says, everybody believes this. Like it pisses Unlimited off. We fall into this stupid ass hype, dude. And like the chat is saying, you believe this? I don't want to be in a foxhole with those people. And that's why Unlimited and Hebot and all of us talk about, hey man, it's no Xbox community. It's no such thing.
Yeah. And it's a shame it's come to that. But I mean, the realization is it's obvious. I've never seen that you can't be a community if after every single time something happens, you guys go break down in shambles. Cypher Type 1 said to me, the problem is that the brand was in such a bad spot back in Xbox One generation that the community, and use community in quotes, latched on to anyone that showed even passing support for Xbox and popped them up to be the spokespeople for the brand. When in actuality, these were really undercover ponies and donkey bots whose fortitude has the consistency of paper mache. Yeah, man. Definitely because a lot of the same people who they followed back in like 2013, 2014, 2015 ended up jumping ship. Let's not forget, half the people y'all listened to jumped ship in 2018. Y'all do remember that, right? Right. I sure as hell remember that. Xbox definitely need their own God of War.
Oh yeah, I remember those talks.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. And that was that wasn't from PlayStation.
Hey, I want to address him.
The so-called leader of the Xbox community at the time saying that. Go ahead.
I want to address Cypher T1. I vehemently disagree with the Xbox One generation being as bad as these so-called Xbox.
I was about to say that too.
Bro,
me too.
Hey man, I've been gaming longer than everyone. That was my favorite generation until the Xbox One X and then the Xbox series of consoles, mainly of course the Xbox Series X. Dude, first of all, we had the best launch lineup. We had the only people like to shun this and talk about the power of the PS4, but they never had a 1080p 60 frame per second lock game. The only
Other
one
thing,
at,
the whole fucking
yes,
conversation was games, right?
games.
And how ironic that the Xbox One had games,
Yes.
but at that point, then it was about resolution, right? Not
Yes.
power, resolution, right?
And but see, with the Xbox games, they use that console to its fullest because these are legitimate engineers. So Forza 5 launched at 1080p 60 frames per second lock. No other game did it. Not Drive Club, not Gran Turismo, not nothing. Dude, and here's how you can test how good the Xbox One generation truly was. The games that were great in the Xbox One generation, Forza Horizon, Halo, Gears, Sea of Thieves, they're great today. All of those games that were great, so-called great in the PlayStation era and the PS4 era, Spider-Man is the only one that's standing. Nobody's playing that God of War stuff. Nobody's playing Uncharted. What do they have today? All they have are remakes. They had
That's why they
nothing.
remastering Until Dawn, for Christ's sakes.
They're remastering Until Dawn, a game that sold 400,000 copies, dude. Get out of here with that trash. I'm not hearing that nonsense.
Again,
You know?
and then back to the games real quick, Zig, to add to what you're saying. It was funny how the whole conversation was, they need games. They need games. What does it matter if the console is very powerful if it has no games? Now they got the games. They showed the games. And now those games don't need to be there. We need to put them on all the other platforms.
Exactly.
What the fuck? Yo!
Now that
Like, what
now
is
that
y'all-
Xbox had games they say they want.
Yo,
They
whatever the
want it
fuck they
everywhere.
smoking, or whatever the fuck they're
They
sniffing,
want the
whichever
best
one it is,
Xbox.
I want some.
Hey
They
man,
want
I got
the
two
Xbox.
more things to say. I got two more things to say because my
Say it.
second thing I'm gonna say, Unlimited gonna kick me off the show. Okay, but they talked about Xbox One. Tell me any PlayStation guy that have 2,600 plus hours in a game. I had that in Gears 4. Or tell me somebody that has for a PlayStation exclusive that have 5,300 plus hours. I have that in Gears 5. Ford all by itself. Now, where everybody is trying to divert attention because February 8th is the biggest day of the damn week. The Halo show season 2 is coming out. All of you people. I watched every single episode last week. For all of you guys that don't know, because y'all listening to perpetrators.
There it is. There's
Halo
the
was
thing
the
we
shit.
love. He
Dude,
always bring up
man.
Halo.
Hey, the Halo show, the 8th movie and the 9th show was emotional. Dude, I had to stand up and look at the rest of this shit. Man, they were fighting their ass off out there. And everybody wanted to say, oh, ha, 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 Master Cheeks. Excuse me, dear. But Kai 125 is 6 feet 1 inches tall in real life. They showed her ass. Why don't you look at that?
Oh, she that
Okay.
tall in real life? Really?
Man, that chick is a giant.
Listen. I had no
giant.
problems with Master Chief knocking boots. I mean, if he's supposed to be part human, he still have needs, right?
Bruh,
So
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, hey, and I know the lady that played Maquis, I think she's like 28 or 31 or something. They showed her damn near entire body.
Right.
Hey, if you like a small chick like that, there she is. Dude, I'm 6'5". I want Kai. Kai is 6'1".
I
Hey,
did not
dude.
know she was that like that. She looked tall, but I never thought she was that tall though. That's crazy.
Dear, she is a giant. And when they beat her ass, dude, Spartans was fighting Spartans. Hey, man, I love that show. And then here's another thing. They had that show, they had to pause this show and barely do the show because they fell into the COVID mix also. And still gave us a show, man. But no, you know, everybody tripping. Hey, man, you know what? E-Rock gonna get mad at me because I'm not taking care of my mother on February 8th. I might send her to my sisters or somebody or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah. Listen, man, that Tim Dog dude, he could jump. I hope they all jump ship, man. Because anything that makes if they could do that, so I couldn't follow them and all that shit, that'll just make everything so much easier for me. because so I don't have to see this stupid shit every day, basically, man.
It's amazing he came through some of the worst years. From what I hear, he came through some of the worst years of Xbox and stood by Xbox. Only to collapse over this. That's
Over this.
amazing.
Hey, we got one more for my boy Shisno Elite, because Shisno Elite and I were the only two that could read. And I always say this because we were in somebody's chat somewhere, and they complained that how bare bones Sea of Thieves was, and Shisno Elite Shisno Elite and I said almost at the same time. The crew from Sea of Thieves said, we're going to build this game depending on how the public plays it. That's what they said. And that's exactly what they did. And now you have 35 million people playing this game. And he said, we constantly heard the complaining about Halo, Forza, and Gears. There was a reason Xbox made those people. And here's the thing. You need a foundation. You need a foundation that can produce reoccurring profits. Halo, Gears, Forza, Xbox Live. They built the Xbox brand coming off of Halo. Then you come in, they invented Game Pass. And the only reason they invented Game Pass in 2013, they were going to allow us to buy one game and share it with 9 family and friend members. Okay, but Ryan McCaffrey and what's that one dude? The dude that screamed all the time, that Major Nelson had it out with, Angry Joe. I don't know, why is this? You have DRM. That's why they had DRM, dummy. So they condensed by one game, share with 9, down to Game Pass. Now you only have 2 people you can share the damn thing with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know how much money I would have saved? Because I'm buying games for 3 people. Myself, my 2 kids. My 2 kids' game share, I buy my game. I would only have to buy one damn game. But anyway, go ahead.
Other thing. When they said, remember when they had said, oh, that Halo, Bungie wanted to leave because Microsoft didn't give them creative freedom.
Yep.
And they wanted to do this, they wanted to do that. When the reality was they wanted to go independent so that they could do their own company, right?
Also, they got mad because Microsoft gave a lot of money to Cliff Bleszinski in Gears, and Bungie was kind of right. It's like, wait a minute, we started all of this stuff here in '99. And they was like, well, you're employees of Microsoft. They aren't. That pissed Bungie off, and you know that started that divide. A lot of people don't know.
Well, I'm trying to get to that point too.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. That's another thing. But remember, afterwards, they came out and said, no, that was not true. They never impede us from our creative,
Correct.
Our creativity. It was a choice that we wanted to do for other reasons, right? Mm-hmm. Same way they say, oh, Platinum Games, Microsoft, they didn't like working with them because they were horrendous. It was Xbox's fault. Then came out, Platinum Games said themselves it was not their fault. It was their fault, and they should have took the blame for it. They should have never let them take the heat. Same thing with the fucking heat with Rare. They keep saying, oh, Microsoft got them tied down. They don't let them do exclusives, sequels. They don't let them do different things. They want them to do this. And Rare came out and said, no, everything we've done has been that we wanted to do, including the avatars that we did for 360 and the store. That was us. Viva Pinata. And we don't like doing sequels because we don't like killing the magic of a game when it does well, because it's hard to replicate it when sequel. Them themselves said this. We'd rather do a new IP. All those times that Microsoft did this, that, always. Microsoft, it was their fault. And then it comes out that it's not their fault. That should also be that testament on how not to listen, because it's not true. Because most of the time, 90% of the time, 95% of the time that they got blamed for something, that somebody said this is why it came out to be. No, that wasn't why. That wasn't true. It was false.
Yep.
So what makes you think that this shit is also going to be true? Like I said, all this shit, the only way that I see them putting something like Hi-Fi Rush or Sea of Thieves on Nintendo is because that other rumor that's going on, where they're saying that Sony's not doing so well, and even possibly Nintendo after they release their new Switch, right? Mm-hmm. That they might not be able to bring out another console for another generation, or that they have to kind of tone down how many IPs they bring out every year, and they might have to go multi-plat. The only way I would see this happening.
T-Bot. You pissed me off right now.
Check this out. I'm sorry if I pissed you off, but hear me out real
No,
quick.
because you're right, and you're going to lead me into speaking about Elizabeth Warren, that stupid ass senator. But you're right. But go ahead.
What I was trying to say is the only way it would be true is if they're making a multiple deal where PlayStation is going to give them some stuff, and Nintendo's going to give them some stuff, and they're going to give them some stuff to help each other out, because obviously not enough people are buying IPs, right? Or new IPs.
That I can see
that would be the only way. And again,
he's on it, he's right.
Again, that's a hypothetical. I don't really know if that's true.
You in the correct ballpark.
I'm just trying to use my logic, right?
You're in the correct. I'll let you go after Dia.
I'm just trying to talk with logic. That's the only way I would see that even being a possibility.
Exactly.
But other than that, no, it's not happening.
Go ahead, Dia. You could take my spot, bro. I could fill in a second, but Hebot was going along some shit I didn't want to talk about.
I mean, Hebot's been on fire. Everybody has here. Sega Man, Unlimited, everybody has. I can't really add more to what you guys are saying, other than that. Right now, Xbox has Pal World, which is just it's not just a good. It's not just a game that's similar to like a Nintendo game. It's unique onto itself. I can't even compare. It's like multiple games in one, and it's exclusive on the console to Xbox. Xbox has an incredible exclusive there. However long it lasts, I don't know the contracts, but it looks like to me they're getting pretty darn cozy. So we don't know, but they're riding high from an incredible dev direct. I can tell you this much of what I've seen with my own two eyes. There's so many casuals, people who would never even consider an Xbox, saw Indiana Jones. They didn't know who released that video. They didn't know who released it. They watched the whole thing. I did not even know Indiana Jones had so many fans. People say, "Oh, he's a has-been." No, he isn't. I saw a lot of people get excited for that IP, and then people was like, "It's coming out on Xbox. Okay, I got to give me an Xbox." They didn't care. They said, "I'm gonna give me an Xbox. I'm playing that game when that comes out." They don't know when it's coming out, of course. None of us do yet.
I heard people say that didn't play video games.
Yes, I've even seen people who don't play video games watch that trailer. Why are they watching a video game trailer? I don't know.
I have no idea.
But they might have been fans of the movie, and
and it came to them because they're fans of the movie, so they got that feed. Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm just telling you that I've seen it with my own eyes how Indiana Jones is reaching people, and these people don't have a problem picking up a Xbox in order to play that game. It makes no sense why Xbox would say, "Well, we're just going to place it everywhere," just drive business to PlayStation when they dying on the vine. And Nintendo, who doesn't need it? Nintendo, is strong on its own, so they don't need it. And Nintendo's in its own niche, so they don't really need that.
Correct.
So it doesn't make sense. It does not add up to me. In my mind, if something doesn't make logical sense, then that means that it's either a lie or the information I've been fed to is incomplete. It has to be one or the other.
Or they're doing it for clicks and sensationalism.
Right. And I think also, think about this. You guys said you all believe that anytime this last news between the developer direct, Pal World, and all that, it was looking like Xbox is unstoppable, right? What does this news do to the?
There has been nothing but positive Xbox. That's right there.
Back to back, right? T-Bot, you said that, right?
Yep.
But what does this exclusivity stuff do? It drives people away from buying Xbox. Why? Because they may already have a system. And if they already have a system they think the game is coming to, then they say, okay, that's great. I don't have to get an Xbox. But that's not true. But see, that's what I think the angle is. I think the angle is to prevent people from picking up their Xbox. Because if I saw that with Indiana Jones, if I saw that, what do you think the media saw?
Yeah.
What do you think the haters saw?
Yeah.
They were literally just saying right after the show that they don't want to play Indiana Jones on their Xbox, and now all of a sudden the rumors that it's coming to PlayStation. I
Now
mean,
they're
come on
ready.
now, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
The truth
I
is,
mean,
they
come
want to
on.
play the game, but I can tell you, the casuals don't care. They want the game, and that sales again. Like Zink said, 100% sales. Why would they split that with PlayStation?
Mhm.
Why?
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if it would even run on the Switch because the Switch 2 isn't out yet. You know.
Dear, I'm glad you said that. That's the thing, and Hebot said it earlier about a half hour ago. These Halo can't run on the PS5, bruh. It can't. Most of these games couldn't run on a PS5. You could look at their games and how they
You
hold
need
people's hand.
dedicated servers. All Xbox exclusives are built on their dedicated servers.
Yep.
They're not peer to peer. And that's what Sony runs. And we damn know Nintendo runs some other crazy shit that you need your phone for that shit. Okay? So again, you cannot run Power World. Listen, Power World wasn't even running right on the PC
Yeah.
because it's not dedicated servers unless you pay for them.
Gotta
Because
pay.
you pay for dedicated servers on PC.
Yeah.
They
people
won't
are
tell
paying
you that,
for it.
but that's a fact.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you want to play dedicated servers on Battlefield or on Call of Duty, you gotta pay for it separate. It's a separate charge for a limited time.
Mhm. Hey, you
And
know what?
don't
I want to answer one of what I was going to say before
But
I let,
before you
because
do
I
that,
have.
Zink,
Go ahead.
can you
Go ahead.
address, if you want to, can you address here? I think Furious Legacy Gaming and
Where is
Censorship
that?
Tube are asking if this stuff is real. It is not. It has not been confirmed. You guys can chime in. It has not been confirmed. I know people are coming in at different times. This has not been confirmed. The rumors that you heard have already been debunked. The people have been caught. You know,
Yeah,
this
both
last
of them. The one with the stickers, the guy
they've
said
already
himself he
been
was just
exposed.
trolling.
Yeah, they
And
were
then
trolling.
the one with Sarah Bond, the guy took the tweet down. It was a dude that always puts up, like I said,
PlayStation
positive,
stuff.
positive
Yeah.
PlayStation and Xbox hate. So you're
Yeah.
gonna believe a person that constantly hates on Xbox, and you're gonna believe a rumor that he don't have no sources to. He
Yeah.
has
So
no sources to.
yeah. So
And even
actually,
before that, I'm glad we read the chat, man. The chat's always
yeah,
fire.
I wanted to
And
address
dear,
that so they don't keep thinking that that's real. You know.
and dear, the top rumor where, damn, I think the guy from The Verge, Tom Warren,
Mhm.
that guy said that he got that from Tumblr. He
Yeah.
said
Oh
that
Tumblr.
wasn't
God!
a
Yeah.
Oh
database.
Jesus Christ!
Tumblr somehow has, top secret
Exclusivity,
Microsoft
inside
information.
sources.
Yeah. Tumblr, guys. I mean,
Oh
get
my
out of
God!
here.
Or Reddit,
Shoot.
or Reddit, or Reddit. It's something from. Oh, we saw this on Reddit. Oh my Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reddit is
Hey,
a forum where people speak whatever they want. That's
right.
not
Anything.
people with
You can't
sources.
vet them. You cannot
Yeah.
vet these people.
Yeah. So I got two things, and one back to Elizabeth Warren and her infinite stupidity. She said, "See, I knew they shouldn't have allowed the Activision deal to go through because they have those layoffs. That idiot didn't know that they would have laid off more than that in the turmoil that they
Yeah,
were
all
in.
that shit. They were gonna fire 50%
Oh my
or
goodness, they would have been in
15%.
trouble. The stock plummeted, dude. That's why they was like, hey, board, what do you want me to do? I'm Bobby Kotick. What do you want to? Hey man, sell it to
That's why they were
somebody,
on the
anybody.
market to get bought on the
Correct.
thing
Yeah.
because they
And
were already hurting. Their investors were backing off. They were losing fucking money, and they were gonna be. They probably would have had to sell off everything separately and shut down.
correct. And dude, state of California had a lawsuit against them. There were multiple things going on
Yeah.
unethically in there. And then Mikey Barr, he had to be shown the door because they said he was part of the problem.
They
And
did.
and
They
this one
did.
guy that worked for a prominent studio, he named his studio, didn't hide his name, and said Mikey Barr was part of the problem.
He did. He put his name and his
Yeah,
reputation behind what he said. When a
he
person
sure
does
did.
that,
Yeah,
they're
thank you,
they're
dear.
willing to risk anything because
And, and I'm about to derail the whole show because this has been getting under my skin. But I don't trust anyone. I only trust my people on this show and a few people outside of this show. Unlimited Production. How is that superhero game? How is that
You
Suicide
talking
Hey,
Squad game?
hey,
Oh, Suicide Squad.
before Unlimited goes, they're already ridiculing that too.
They kill. Hey, dude, I have to know the truth. So
I
I
heard
want to see,
IGN dropped the ending of the game
bro.
On
so that it
purpose.
is
Damn.
out
They
there.
did it on
I was
purpose.
Did
He
that
did it on
really
purpose.
happen?
Yes, dear.
They
Yeah,
really
yeah.
dropped the ending of Suicide
Yeah,
Squad.
they spoiled the game because they didn't want to finish it. Then those bastards used Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, passing
Yeah.
as a way to stoke even more hate toward the game. Fuck, I
Yeah, and somebody
He
came out
died,
and
though.
spoke on that. Somebody
Yep.
that worked with him came out and said it's a shame that they're using his death to hype hate
Huh?
and war shit over it. Yeah, someone came out and
Conroy was
debunked that
sick.
shit.
Kevin
Yep.
Conroy was sick. He said it himself in the video. I watched it. He was sick for a while. He didn't talk about it that much, but it was
Hey,
one
dear, I
video.
hate to tell you this, but you lying. You didn't see what you saw. We have to
Mhm.
give by
He
genius.
said it in a video that he had been sick for a while. You know, I forget what he had because he named it
Well-
on that video. It was shortly before he died. That was
The-
the last
the other-
video he did before he died.
The other thing is that he lived a homosexual life, so he was very delicate.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I
See what
didn't
I'm
know
saying?
that. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he
that
was
much about it.
he was gay.
Oh,
He said
wow.
it in an interview himself.
Oh,
like-
okay.
Come on, like y'all gotta stop the nonsense. The man ain't gonna take the job if he didn't think they were trying to be respectful. Look, Suicide Squad is part of a bigger story arc with Brainiac, and they're all possessed. Obviously, they were trying to do it from a perspective of bad guys, right? Having certain
yeah,
things.
right.
That's not trying to be disrespectful. That's reality. Bad guys kill. They're evil. They're bad. They don't care. They're not going to sugarcoat and try to be friends with the Justice League if they have an opportunity to take them down.
Hey,
That
but
doesn't
T-Bot,
mean. Yeah, go ahead.
T-Bot, you trying to circumvent what I ask Unlimited, because Unlimited, I hear Unlimited was in this movie. The Green Lantern was in this game.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
today. So I don't think Unlimited
Hal
want to talk
Jordan
about it.
The other one, not Hal Jordan. Oh my God.
Which Green Lantern is in there?
Oh my God. What's it? John Stewart. John
John
Stewart.
Stewart.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
See, that's
Yeah.
how y'all lose me, man. I'm just here for theater when y'all talk about superheroes.
Yo, no,
Even
John
though I
Stewart,
love them,
yeah.
even though I love them to
Yeah,
death. But see, once you pass,
the guy who goes every single podcast going on tangents about Halo is the one who gets stumped about superhero talk once a month. Not even once a month. There's like one superhero game a year.
Look,
Yeah.
they're never. Marvel.
Swift, I don't know who Tom Henderson is, but again, I don't believe nothing until Xbox officially says something. I don't believe him.
Marvel. Listen, Marvel shields and DC haters always going to talk bad about DC games. It's always been like that. Every DC game, oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. They're not gonna. They don't want them to say, oh, Suicide Squad is a better game than Spider-Man 2 because that's what they were touting.
Yeah.
So they want to make sure that.
This 8 years ago, when Arkham Knights first came out, the same people that are pretending to love it now hated that fucking game.
Oh yeah,
I used to debate the hell out of them about how Arkham Knight was my favorite one, had
It's
the best gameplay
superhero
in the series,
ever made.
and they were vehemently about how Rockstar killed Batman in 2015, and the same people are using Arkham Knight as full against Suicide Squad, saying, "Oh man, we don't know how good we had it then." Fuck you.
Right.
How is the game?
Oh, the game is great, man. The gameplay
Okay.
is excellent. That gameplay
Your
is
boy
absolutely
Cisno
excellent.
Elite said he loved it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear about this.
Yeah, man, the gameplay is absolutely. The gameplay reminds me the most of a game like Sunset Overdrive, where there's a lot of verticality, a lot of movement. The traversal mechanics is important to the gameplay, and man, the game just get so great and so chaotic. They did their thing with that game.
Well, I
Okay,
know
yeah.
this much
Go ahead.
based on what you guys just told me. I didn't believe it, but I thought there's no way IGN would be that stupid. But I guess they did do that.
The IGN just don't give a shit no more because they know that they got caught.
Well, I think
So all they do is show their colors every time.
WB.
They were the
Hey,
ones
Fear-
that saying.
Hold on, give me a second, guy. I want to address this comment.
Oh, okay.
Furious Legacy Gaming said almost every YouTuber is making videos saying Starfield, Hi-Fi Rush, or Sea of Thieves is coming to PlayStation, Nintendo.
Not.
Who knows what's the truth, what's not? Furious Legacy Gaming. We're talking about the same YouTubers who said that PlayStation 5 had RDNA 3 years ago.
Right.
This is the same gaming media that told y'all a lot of shit, man. So why are you even believing these people who've been proven to be wrong time after time after time after time again? And this is why as even though I'm in the camp of Xbox should say something now so people can shut the fuck up for once. This is why Zink is right on why they probably shouldn't even come out and say nothing.
Oh, I
Because
like that they don't say
Fierce
shit.
Legacy, people like you, Fierce Legacy, are going to just ignore it anyway and be like, well, Phil might have said that they're not third party, but I was watching the Iron Lord podcast and they said this, and I watched Colin Moriarty said this. And it so it seems like it doesn't matter what Microsoft says it does. Y'all gonna believe it no matter what anyway.
Phil can say it all the time and time again, and they're going to still find a way to be like, yeah, well, Phil's just lying. Of course he's going to say that. He don't want nobody to hate on Xbox or hate on him. Listen, that's why I'm glad that they don't even say nothing. Because if it's dumb rhetoric, why should they even take the time to answer these fools? There's no reason.
I just tell people, listen, for your own sake, when Xbox comes out and verified, then you can be upset or whatever. But listen to Microsoft. They have to, if they're going to do something that drastic, they have to tell the consumer. They can't change their business model that drastically and not tell us, right?
And give a reason why. They're not just going to say, oh, we're doing it with no reason. They're going to explain what the hell's going on.
Right. And then people can make their judgment on if they like where the platform is going from there. I'm not even saying people have to stay on the Xbox. If they don't like what they hear, they can make a judgment at that point. Okay? But at least hear it from Microsoft. Because look, everybody was swearing up and down that T-shirt thing, it was data mined and all that stuff, and it turns out that guy was trolling everybody. He got it wrong. Yeah. That's how quick you can learn that something was not true. So I would just say, for your own sake, your own sanity, I know it's probably a stress situation. Just, don't trust anything unless it's official. And if they did something like that, to where they putting their games everywhere, they big hitters. You're talking about they big hit, heavy hitters. So pretty soon you're going to see Indiana Jones, Halo. If one person used the logic that it's okay if a game is older, like Hi-Fi Rush, they was justifying that because of how many years have passed. I said, Halo was up.
What do you mean how many years have passed? It's only been 1 year.
But Halo, where do you think Halo will fall, or Gears will fall, or Forza will fall? Think about what they're saying there. That any game is up for that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't make it wouldn't make sense. I mean, it'll be hard to convince the average person to just be Xbox only. If their PlayStation can get Starfield and Spider, like, even if you don't like Spider-Man, I mean, I shit on Horizon all the time. The game still sold a few million copies, so enough people apparently want the bullshit fucking board gas game. Or you're
just not going to turn down the opportunity to have more games. A gamer is going to do what they naturally, inherently are inclined to do. They want to be in a position where they can get more games, right? So if you can get games you can't access any other way but to be on that platform and still get Xbox games, you're going to choose that route because you're not losing the Xbox games. So you would say, okay, well, where else can I go to get extra games on top of that? We're greedy. Okay, that's our nature. We're greedy. Okay, so that's what people are gonna do.
Yeah, and it's funny. People saying Xbox has a rumor problem. It's just so goofy to me.
Look, since Hi-Fi Rush came out, all you heard was, oh my God, Hi-Fi Rush is a game that needs to be on the Switch. Mm-hmm. It don't deserve to be on no Xbox. It's got to be on the PlayStation where people will buy it, because Xbox dudes don't buy it. They play it on Game Pass. That's been the messaging. So, but now they want it on their shit. That's because they don't want nobody to go buy an Xbox versus the fucking PlayStation or Nintendo, because they know that the more people buy Xbox, the worse it's going to get. Because people are going to wake up once they've got an Xbox and they'll be like, wow, damn, this shit really is a good ass shit. I didn't realize it. Which that's pretty much the sentiment with everybody that does get one. You understand?
Mm-hmm. And man, it's like this. You're married or you have a kid. I really trust my kids, dude. I mean, for the most part, those jokers listen to what I say. So somebody turns and tells me something that my son did that I know he wouldn't do. I'm gonna believe you, and I know this guy. And we don't know Phil. We can't call him up on the phone. But the things that guy has done for gaming, at least for me, and the things that I play, and how powerful that box is, it works. They bring it more things to me. That's a great investment to me. So I'm going to believe them when they tell me something. I'm not going to believe somebody that's right 5% of the time, and that's only because, oh, I heard it's a state of play, or I heard my source told me that they're going to have a show tomorrow or whatever. So that's trivial,
How many
you know.
times
But
have those rumors been proven true? So far, they're zero. You know, they have not had any of
correct.
those things come true, except some people might have heard like what games might come out on the dev direct or something like
I'm
that. They
glad you
might have
said
guessed.
that,
They
dear.
didn't guess Indiana Jones, but they might have guessed one or something like that. Whatever.
I,
But they're not
I'm
really, anything that's really hard to get. I haven't seen anybody be able to guess
correct.
any of that.
And
You
dear, I'm
know.
glad you said it right there, like the way you did, because that reminds me, if Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves were coming to the PlayStation, why wasn't it in State of Play? Why wasn't it in that
That's a
show?
good point. Or the dev direct or anything, or just announcement leading up to it
Yeah,
or anything. Yeah, they had to
anything.
be. Yeah, that was a
So,
third party thing anyway.
right,
It wasn't
correct,
no first party. So like that would have been a great place to put it. And you think
right.
that Sony wouldn't put it there? I mean, a lot of the Xbox games that they talking about are bigger than the ones they were showing.
Hmm.
So why wouldn't they put it on there? That doesn't
Hey,
make any sense. That would be a victory. That would be Sony running around with a victory lap if
correct.
they did that.
Hey, they will be up at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Unlimited, you got your super chat there with Infurious One.
Yeah, and Fierce One, thank you for the super chat. He said, "This is media propaganda. Don't buy Xbox nonsense." Oh yeah, definitely, man. And
Hey,
Rangy Four with another super chat. Games will go wherever Game Pass exists. Phil Spencer. Yeah,
hmm
and it's on Xbox and PC and your phone and your tablet, but
hmm
it's not on PlayStation and Nintendo.
And that's
hmm
why what he just put there, Range G4, is why that would be a defeat. Because that would mean that Xbox is now allowing the games to appear other places without Game Pass. So they would be undermining Game Pass. Think
A,
about that. That's
a,
why
a
I say
little
it would
bit,
be a defeat.
and and they do sort of that with Minecraft. But like I tell people, they pay
Yeah, but
two point four.
that was already established. I'm talking about all they new stuff. We talking about the new stuff now. We're not talking about legacy stuff here. People are
Yeah, we
talking
are.
about Starfield. They talking about Indiana Jones. They talking about the whole showcase. That's new stuff. If you start doing that, Zing,
Call
you
of
are
Duty
now
is new.
killing Game Pass. That's
No,
what
you're
you're
not.
doing.
Call of Duty is new. Call of Duty is new, and it's going to be on the PlayStation. And Microsoft even signed accounts with like 10 other vendors. And the reason I bring up Minecraft is they purchased Minecraft for $2.4 billion. They made their $2.4 billion back in less than 3 weeks. Now, Minecraft is the world's biggest game, period. They put it on everything. Call of Duty, once they push a button, is about to be maybe 3 times as large as Call of Duty actually is, because there's an online portion, there's a mobile portion that may be bigger than actual Call of Duty. And then when you put it on the Switch and you put it on these other venues, it's going to be on everything. My big sister had my mother buy this my mother wanted to buy a few TVs to change her TVs out. I changed all of the
Unlimited, but I
TVs
mean,
because
other
I
thing.
changed all. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick. These are games that already were existing on those platforms.
Thank you. That's why I
I
was
That's why it
understand.
makes sense. When
I
the
understand.
owner of Minecraft sold Minecraft at Microsoft
I know.
and to fail, he
I
said,
know.
"Just leave it where it is, please." You see what I'm saying?
And he did, but
Call of
they
Duty, we
didn't only
already
do
know
that.
it has a fan base.
They
already
they
built
did
in.
they didn't only do that. They magnified that. They did not only put on. They
Right,
put it on
absolutely,
everything.
absolutely.
Minecraft is the behemoth of behemoths, and y'all know I don't play no Minecraft. You will never see me playing
And
Minecraft. But it's not for me. It's for them. It just happens
it's
to be the
it's a
biggest game.
streaming game.
But
That's why it's so big.
here's the
People love
thing,
to stream.
and I'm going into this also with Call of Duty. That game, what they've done, and somebody said Phil Spencer has to answer to the investors. Phil Spencer don't have to answer to no one but Satya Nadella and Bill Gates. Okay, those are only two people he have to answer to. You should have heard Amy Hood talking so glowingly about that doggone Xbox division. They made the largest purchase in the history of the world's largest corporation in video games.
Yeah, they spent all that money so they can make other consoles better.
Hey,
Can
dude,
I address something real quick because I
go
want to
ahead,
something
dear.
that Shane
Do your
G
thing,
said
bro.
about what I said. Shane G, the reason why I believe that it will ultimately kill Game Pass is because of this, and I know that people don't like hearing this and they won't accept this. We think of things based on our pocketbook, right? We're saying, well, we're getting the best deal in gaming over here, and it's pretty, it's pretty clear to us. But I'm telling you now, there's people who know about Game Pass who understand that it's a low entry fee, still has not adopted into it, and still won't because they are comfortable where they are. They are comfortable being on a Nintendo or they are comfortable being on PlayStation. There's some
They're
that will do it.
conditioned. They're conditioned.
Yeah. And they're not going to leave their friends and other things that attach them to that ecosystem. It's very hard. Try to talk a person to getting out of PC.
That's what Phil was talking about, Dea. When Phil said,
that's
we know
real.
that we can't make people come and buy our hardware.
Yeah,
So Game Pass has to be supported. That's
yeah,
why
and Dea, the opposite won't happen, where they're not going to buy a game on PlayStation and be like, man, I've been missing out on Xbox and buy an Xbox.
right.
That also ain't going to happen. I've seen
Right.
people try to use that as a justification.
Right.
The PlayStation fans, if they could listen, if they aren't buying Xbox right now with the lineup they got, they're not going to buy them if the game. They're really not going to buy them if they could get
If
the
they
games
won't
on
do it now,
PlayStation.
Hey, dear, Shane G is right though. I understand, and we could take it from you because we know where your allegiance lies. But Shane G is actually correct. There's no way a game like Hi-Fi Rush, a game that no one knew was coming, a game that didn't blow away sales.
Oh, I agree with that with Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah.
Game Pass is unstoppable. I mean, it's just straight up unstoppable. If Halo went to PlayStation and Nintendo, if it could fit on there, that wouldn't kill Game Pass. What things like this would do is make people think. It's like, you know what? Okay, they gave us this game. I have to pay $60 for this game.
Now, a lot of people won't think that, though. I promise you.
I'm trying to.
I promise you, Zink. A lot of people won't think. Listen, Apple has overcharged their fans for decades.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how cheap.
But that's Apple.
Yeah,
That's
and
Apple.
the same applies to PlayStation, Nintendo. Look, Nintendo has somehow sold 130 million Switches.
I know
all
how
they
they
give their
did it.
fans are fucking Pokemon and
Correct.
Zelda and Mario.
They're 12 and under.
When Game Pass has existed for the last 7 years, there are a lot of people who are just not going to jump ship just when they realize that game. Look,
they can put Game Pass on PlayStation and Nintendo. The Xbox guys are not going to go buy a PlayStation or Nintendo when they're already comfortable on Xbox.
Here, let me explain. Let me explain this. The only people that will buy Hi-Fi Rush right now are the laggards. They're the last people to buy anything. First, you have us, which are the early adopters. We buy games day one. Then the casual consumer will buy it later on in a year or a year later. And the laggards will buy the game when it's on sale 2 or 3 years or somewhere down the line. This is the product that you're selling to the laggards, if that did happen. But Game Pass is too big. And when you find the laggards, here's where I was going with this. When the laggards come in and buy a game, the laggards are always looking to save money because this is not really what they do, or they can't afford to do it. But if they see all I have to do is pay less than Netflix and I could get 400 plus games for free, they're out. It's a marketing ploy that people don't see. Game Pass is the world's largest marketing vehicle that people have not identified yet, but Microsoft knows it's there. They don't need the Super Bowl because they have 40 million people that they can attach themselves to. And Satya Nadella said this in the earnings report this past week. There are 200 million users of
Active
the Xbox.
users. Yeah,
Active users. Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
200 million. That's
million active
200
users. Yep.
million people you can actively advertise to. That's way bigger than the Super Bowl. And that's what Shane G, of course, I don't know if that's what Shane G is talking about, but that's what I could build on off of what Shane G said.
I
Game
get what
Pass is 100% going nowhere, but I understand your
I
point
get
there.
what Shane G is saying, because I thought that way, but you don't realize how many times I had conversations with people trying to tell them about the benefits of Game Pass. I was just like, why not get Game Pass? We can play all these games together, because I don't want to buy all those games, you know. And then they say, oh, I don't want to have a subscription, or I like it where I'm here. They won't do it. I've seen it with my own eye. They won't do it. I don't know,
you know
why.
who else
It doesn't
did
make
it?
sense to me.
You know who else did it? Your number one fan did it. So did I. Because I almost didn't believe it in the beginning until our kids told us. My son's like, Dad, we could have all these games. Ramo's son's like, Dad, we could have all these games. Ramo and I called each other. It's like, hey, are these niggas right? It's like, yeah, dude, the rest is history, you know? And it just, because it was all new. But when people see Netflix, that people that watch movies and all that it offers, I don't even have Netflix. T-Mobile had to get that shit to me for free, because I don't watch movies like that.
Right.
But when you get introduced to it and you see what's there, you're like, damn.
Well, I hope it happens. I hope that maybe it's just happening slowly. Not as fast as I would like to.
40
I
million
don't know.
people in Game Pass is not slow. It's huge. Sony wish they had it. And Satya, now, hey, this can't be a lie, because Satya Nadella said this with BMO Harris Bank asking Satya Nadella and Amy Hood questions in an earnings call. I listened to the whole damn show, bro. I have my notes is right over there. I'm looking at that shit. Okay, I listened to it. These banks and investors are asking them questions.
Hey, Zing.
Yoda said 200 million.
Yeah, it's facts. It's true. They did say that. Just like they said that the sales for for Xbox again were up, like on Amazon and all other venues. They were up again 1,000%. Okay, that means they're selling. Like everybody keeps saying, oh yeah, Microsoft just got 15 million Xbox out there. Dude, if you keep believing that dumb shit, you're fucking retarded.
Palworld just boosted them up by itself. I don't believe any of that. And I want to say one thing too. I'm rushing a little bit because I will have to leave at 8. But Realist made a point that
hold on. You said you have to leave at 8?
Yeah, I have to leave at 8. Yeah.
No, man, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Realist said that if they put Game Pass on PlayStation is dead. That's different. I wasn't talking about that scenario. I was saying if just Game Pass is still on Xbox, right? And then they put
if Game Pass was on PlayStation, if Game Pass
let us say that, Hebot. I want to hear this. Go ahead, dear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my scenario wasn't that. My scenario is that if they put the games on Nintendo or they already have them on PC, but if they put them on PlayStation, all that stuff, they it might be some people who are okay with buying a couple of games and that's it. They may not want to completely, if they have to get Game Pass on the Xbox, like if they have to leave the ecosystem to get it. That's what I was trying to say, is that I don't see that happening easily, because I see a struggle now. But if Game Pass comes on their platform, that's a different situation there, Well, yeah, I know, but I just wanted to.
If Game Pass was on Nintendo or on PlayStation, they would literally make Microsoft bigger than what they are, because they're gonna make more money. They would make more money and spend more money on Xbox Game Pass and whatever's on there than they would on their own goddamn ecosystem with their games.
Right.
That's just a fact.
That scenario will benefit Xbox.
And you think Sony and Nintendo gonna do that? We go, let's put on Game Pass on our console so that y'all can make more money than us. They're not gonna do that. They're not fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're not.
And Sony is about to die. They're about to die a slow death, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I'll definitely throw it in IGN's face and everybody else's faces. But It's they're taking something, they're giving Sony Call of Duty, and they're taking 70% of the profit,
Exactly.
and they're making them look really really bad.
But I can
Meanwhile,
tell you, Sony doesn't want that either. They don't want
they
Xbox
don't.
games on there because they have to compete against Xbox games.
That's what I'm saying.
They still fighting with the FTC, hoping they have a chance to stop Microsoft, and they can't. But you know, last thing for
Yeah,
me,
that makes a
man.
lot of sense, Zing. They talking about that Microsoft is going to go multi-platform, but yet Sony's still trying to fight a deal that was already closed out to not have that fucking shit exclusive to Xbox. Does that make any sense? They contradict themselves. You're giving your own answer to yourself. It still make no logical sense from a business standpoint, from a logical standpoint, or from anything that's factual. Because these are the same people that Phil Spencer comes out and said, no, we're not going to undermine our consumers on Xbox by making another platform more valuable. And they say, nah, he's lying. But then you got stupid ass Jason Schreier from Forge, right? Or, magazine, which he's just an analyst, right? And he says, oh, yeah, they're definitely doing it. And everybody's like, yep, Jason Schreier saying the truth. Like, how you don't believe the person that's inside running shit over the person that's just a rumor bait artist, because that's how they keep on people coming to read their shit.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, they've generated so much traffic from this today. It's unreal. I know. After the clicks they got today and the revenue they got from today, man, these sites are just throwing a dart at the wall to whichever Xbox game they want to put is the next rumor. I mean, Halo's going to come to PlayStation later this week. Gear's going to come to PlayStation later this week. What, you know what I'm saying? And people like P-Ro Dusha and P-Ro, I'm not shitting on you, man, but calm down, dude. He said that's the problem. Xbox games aren't even out yet, so this is a deterrent to people that might have considered Hellblade Indie would have moved units. They killed that. How did they kill that when all this is a rumor?
Other thing, Unlimited. You know what would make more sense? And people were like, of course you're going to say that. You want to defend Xbox. What would make more sense is if Sony actually did put their games or some of their games on Xbox, because they need help. They need money. They need a bigger audience. They need more games to sell.
They want their game.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
No, I understand that. But that would make actual sense because they're hurting as far as sales go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And something like Game Pass will give more. Something like Game Pass will give their games a bigger audience and more potential buyers because they're playing it with no risk. They're playing the games trying to see how they are, and if they like them, more than likely they'll buy them because they're not playing them with any money being shelled out. That's why those games keep doing well that come on Xbox. Link on Game Pass.
You mean like MLB?
Yeah, like MLB. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
100%.
Hey,
100%.
how much is MLB on the PlayStation, Hebot?
What? As far as sales or as far as how much it costs?
How much does it cost to play?
$70.
Oh, damn.
For that thing, yeah.
Okay.
And that's if you don't get the Ultra Super Pack for $100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks for that information, Hebot. You awesome.
Hey, Unlimited, you know, there's a new rumor out, guys. There's a new rumor in Rumor Mill that Sony's making another handheld. That's supposed to be like a new Vita.
Oh, well, listen, the PSP didn't do well. The Vita flopped.
Of course they are, because
the PlayStation Portal flopped, and the PSVR is being outsold 30-1 by the Meta Quest.
Listen,
listen. I hope they release it so they could keep.
Unlimited, you need to stop lying, okay? First, hey Gio, what's up? You need to stop lying. What's going on?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Damn.
Yeah.
The Pony Bots got brother. He bought it.
It was a snipe gun to your panel, chat.
I was gonna say something to Unlimited. Unlimited says something. Doggone it.
Was it about the flop? Was it about the flop that was PSVR 2 being outsold?
No. It was. I'll think about it later. Go ahead, Sega Man. We haven't heard from your ass.
Yeah,
go ahead,
Sega Man.
Hey man, I just think that is wild, bro. I have to say it over again. I think that is wild to see what our brother Unlimited is putting up there, man, saying that shit is coming to PlayStation 5. That shit is wild, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Thank you, Sega Man. Hey, Unlimited, you need to put that YouTube symbol next to that. That's what you need to do that all the time. Well, Rambo and I were laughing about that shit last week. But yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to keep putting that by there, so
Hey,
they
Unlimited,
can
the
watch it.
things they don't do, Brother Zink, our first lady at chat, the things that they'll do not to stop with the Xbox
They
stuff.
won't
Man. It is
stop.
crazy, bro.
It is
I've
relentless.
never
dude.
ever seen this as long as we've been gaming Zinc, because we OGs out here,
Yes.
Unlimited and Daya. I've never seen shit like this. Shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, and it's a shame Sega Man Unlimited didn't grow up with us, man, because we talked a lot of shit. I mean, we had our Intellivision, Atari, and
Right.
Odyssey battles.
ColecoVision.
Mark, how is
ColecoVision.
Xbox dying from a rumor? See, this is what you guys need to get in your thick fucking heads. Rumors, you know what the definition of a rumor is, right? It pretty much means matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. Give me
No,
a
he's
second.
saying that they don't want to see Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's saying I don't want to see
Yeah.
Xbox stuff.
He
Okay.
saying the media doesn't want to see Xbox.
Yeah,
That's
Mark
what
ain't
he's saying.
bailing on us. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
saying
he ain't
Yeah,
bailing
I'm
on us.
about to say, man.
Hey, Dia, relax. I'm
Mark,
glad
Mark,
Unlimited
watch
is
this.
fine.
You're about to
Hey,
get the
hey,
fuck
Dia,
done,
Unlimited is shoot, ready, aim.
Hey, Mark, you're about to
I
get the
think
fuck
he's
done,
sick of
man.
this stuff.
You
I
about to
think
get the
Oh,
fuck
Unlimited is
Unlimited.
pissed. Unlimited is hot. But yeah, hey, here's the thing, guys. We had a great show.
Oh, great! Hold on, great point, Eli. Sorry to cut you guys off.
Go
but
ahead.
The
Go ahead, Unlimited.
chat. Sometimes the chat just be on fire. Eli said it makes
Chat.
zero sense. Last month, Phil had an interview with Windows Central saying we need to prioritize Xbox games. Phil's not that stupid. Yeah, man. Again. I'm glad you pointed that out because
Yep.
here my dumbass here is saying, man, Xbox need to speak out when they spoke out a month ago.
Yep.
Nobody gives a shit.
Hey, to Dia's best friend, Jez Gordon. And then Jez
What?
Gordon is the one writing an article talking about how Phil is cheating the Xbox community. No?
I think Mark is right that they're trying to kill the Xbox brand. He believes, like I believe, that they're trying to attack the brand, hurt the brand rather. I agree with that. That's what I said when I first came in. And as for Jazz, yeah, I just don't trust any of the media. I just don't. I don't trust them, and they haven't done anything for me to trust them. In my opinion, for this, I don't want to hear anything else coming from Reset Era. I don't want to hear anything else coming from Twitter X. I don't want to hear any of that. I don't care what anybody says on there. I don't care how reliable people think they are. I want to hear directly from Microsoft, period.
Yep.
I don't care what they say. They can say that we're being invaded by aliens right now, and the aliens are probing everybody on the East Coast. I don't care, okay? I want to hear it from the source. That's where I'm at.
Hey,
Daya,
your boy said that. Go ahead, Sega Man.
Hey, Zink, Daya, and Brother Unlimited, these motherfuckers are still salty because they got their ass whipped with switches when the 360 was whipping their ass. They're still salty even about that, bro. That all carried over to where we're at right now because they was getting their ass beat with switches, man, when the 360 came out and destroyed and whipped PlayStation 3's ass, bro. That all carried all over into Xbox One, bro. And then that just made it worse in 2013, man. You know what I mean? They've been salty since then.
Mm-hmm. And hey, dear, your telethon partner, Xbox All In, he said the same thing. He said one time they said North Korea shot a missile at Hawaii. We have to get in the bunker and it'll be here in 10 minutes. He said everybody was panicking.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
that's what people doing now, dude. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
relax. This dude has, it's these jokers. It's like, man. If my parents didn't have things, they still gave it to us. And when they had everything, they gave us everything. And now I'm gonna doubt my parents. These dudes just spent $70 billion on something we paid $500 to jump into the ecosystem for. And we're crying listening to Jez Gordon, Paul Tassi, Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier is so stupid. When they talked about the Microsoft layoffs, Bloomberg brought him on because he's the video game guy. They had to coach him into talking about, hey, stupid, this is what happens when there's a large acquisition, you dumbass. You could hear it. Yep. They're trying to coach him into saying things correctly. So this financial institution that people trust don't look stupid because Jason Schreier doesn't know how business works.
Yeah.
Telling you, man, this is something else.
Yeah, yeah. And with that, we're going to start calling it a night. It was an excellent show today. I want to thank the panel in the chat. Everybody today was just fantastic, absolutely fantastic today. With this, these stupid Xbox rumors. This should be the last time I address this stupid shit until anything official comes out. And when it's eventually proven wrong, I will be back and I'm going to laugh in your fucking faces over it too. And, I'm going to keep more receipts than a retailer because because I'm going to come back with a vengeance when all this shit ends up not being true.
And I'm glad, man. I'm glad everybody pulled up, man. I haven't heard from Diaz, Sega Man. Haven't heard from him. I'm glad Hebot pulled up. We were just missing E-Rock. I'm just happy to be on the show today. I'm glad you had a show today.
Yeah. Thank you. So we're gonna get our final thoughts, and we're gonna call it a night. So I'll start with you, Sega Man. Sega Man, what are your final thoughts for today?
Hey, Brother Unlimited, First Lady of Xbox, and Brother Zinc, man. Me, you, and Unlimited need to get together and make a fucking documentary about all this shit that's been going on. This actually needs a documentary about the ridicule of Xbox, man. This really, honestly, somebody needs to do a documentary on this because this shit is crazy, bro. This would be like a award-winning documentary, man, to do on why people hate Xbox so much. And the things that they're doing out there, man. I'll never to this day understand. You get proof, like Unlimited said. You get proof from Phil Spencer. You get proof from Sarah Bond, what they're doing, different things like that. And they don't even believe the meat and potatoes that were a start. They don't even believe them. These are the people that run shit, and they don't even believe them, bro. It's just some crazy stuff, man. It's just, I've never, ever, even our brother E-Rock says the same thing. I've never seen no shit like this over plastic boxes, man. This is some crazy stuff, man. And for real, it was a great show though, Unlimited, man. We gotta try to do a documentary on this or something, man. Because this is crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. I mean, you always catch them in lies, Unlimited, for years and years and years. Like I'll say it before we close out again and again. For a game system, guys, that don't have no games, why is Unlimited putting up Indiana Jones and Starfield saying it's going to come to the PS5 if we got no games? This is just crazy stuff, man. You know what I mean? They make themselves look so stupid, guys, out here in the gaming community, bro. It's just beyond ridiculous, man. Because in reality, we have all the games. We have all the games.
Dude. Sega Man, we don't even play the same games, dude. Hebot is playing something else. Tuck Master's playing something else.
Playing something else.
Dia hates you and I,
I'm playing Power World. I gotta stop though and get back to Uden Chronicles.
Unlimited. That's another thing, man. Yeah. That's another thing. They're going crazy over Power World too. Power World is Pokemon killer, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. That's the Pokemon killer, man. I think it's gonna be the Pokemon killer. I got a little kickback from that, but I think it is. I played it a little bit, man. That's another thing. They're probably mad about that too. They're saying all kinds of stuff about Power World. They're saying all kinds of stuff about the game Unlimited is enjoying. Like it just will never stop, man.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point you're bringing out there. Yeah.
Hey, P-Row. Retail clerks are telling people they don't need an Xbox. How did they have a record-breaking December of units sold?
Right.
If that's happening. See, right. This is what I mean.
Unlimited is dangerous.
This is what I mean, P-Row. The information that I be having and I be reading contradicts the feelings. See, you guys are going off these feelings or emotional reactions, but your emotions are not the reality. All right, your emotions they're not the reality of the situation. Right. At least, can y'all at least just let something play out before you have these most extreme reactions? I mean, my God, how many times do I have to see Kids Move and Tim Dog sell their fucking Xboxes? You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to buy another one apparently, and again in June, right before the next showcase, they're going to sell their Xbox again. You know, that's how this shit works, and it's so annoying.
Hey, allow me, Unlimited. A P-Row Dusha. when you say where is it, console sales is supposed to be sales weren't weak for nothing. Hey, do you know AMD during their earnings call also said console sales are expected to be weaker with the PlayStation and the Xbox because it's the life cycle. It's called the product life cycle. Okay. They don't teach these journalists that because all they went to school for was to pick a side, support that side, and make accusations against the other side in order to gain attention and readers.
Mhm.
On the other side is real business. Real business has a product life cycle. The cycle will go down. It's long since past role that I sat outside for 17 hours to get my Xbox One X. Okay, 17 hours. You don't have to do that anymore. All right. They even said in the earnings call, even the CFO of Microsoft said we expect the console sales to be lower. They expect it. It's the product life cycle. Relax.
Yeah, great stuff there,
I'm gonna
Zink.
close out Unlimited. Hey, it was a great show, brother. But hey, guys, Unlimited is he's I'm telling you, he said before the end of 2023 that he's going to be catching y'all, man. It's already happening right now. That Unlimited effect, man. He's going to have them receipts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Xbox is on top right now. Rather you want to keep doubting it, you guys want to be in all your feelings by listening to all this rhetoric out here, then shall be it. If you want to be that way, go ahead and be that way. We know what's up over here on the Xbox side, man. We got all the games, we got the studios, we got great games coming out in Game Pass that are never going to see the light of day on the PlayStation 5. You guys can believe all you want about that stuff, but at the end of the day, in reality, you're not going to see Indiana Jones, you're not going to see Starfield, you're not going to see Senua's Saga, Hellblade. You're not going to see that on a PlayStation 5. That's it. Period. End of story, man. That's it. You're not going to see it over there. If you want to play these games, like we say for the millionth time, you're either going to have to get an Xbox or you're going to have to get a PC and play these games, man. You're not going to see that on the PlayStation 5. It's not coming, man. It's not. So you need to, smack yourself into reality and know that you're not coming. They're not coming. Xbox is on top right now. I don't care about console sales. That don't mean shit. It's software. Software is king. How many times do we got to keep telling y'all that? Software is king. It's not how many consoles you sell. Fuck the consoles. It doesn't mean how many consoles that PlayStation sells. That does not matter. It's the software that makes the money and brings the game. That's real game over here on the Xbox side, man. So, guys, start getting into reality. It has nothing to do with consoles. It's all about games. It's all about software. And what is Microsoft? A mega giant in software. And they cannot be beaten. That's just the way it is, man. That's the way it is. So, but hey, Unlimited, this was a great show with you and my brother Zink and Hebot and our First Lady of Chat, First Lady of Xbox, man. Great show, guys. Can't wait to do it again, Unlimited. Again, bro, you had a fire show, and I'm happy to be a part of it, my brother.
Thank you. Zink, man, give us your final thoughts.
I said my piece, man. I'm just shout out to the chat. The realist, and I'm always giving a name to somebody. And Unrealist and those guys, they had a great show on 100 show yesterday. Great show. But anyway, go on here, dear.
I just want to say this, that first off, thank you for becoming a new subscriber, Mark. I hope you can handle this because we try to give the truth to everybody. Sometimes that's not an easy thing to do, but we appreciate that you understand what we're trying to do here. And I want to just kind of speak for Unlimited Truth, the podcast. Unlimited Truth does a fantastic job at bringing you guys sources. You always see that on the screen. So nothing that we're talking about is not without something to back it up. Okay? You have the freedom to choose to believe what you want to believe out there, but he showed you the articles there. If the articles are reporting that Microsoft is selling consoles, that's what they're doing. That might not fit the narrative, but what are you going to believe? And these are money people. These are people whose job is to keep up with what's happening with the money. And Microsoft is a huge company, so it matters all over the world what they're doing. So I just want to put things in perspective like that. And to really celebrate what Unlimited is doing, because sometimes I know he was a little harsh today. It's my job to kind of smooth it out because
Correct.
I protect my people on both sides, make sure everything stays calm. But I understand what Unlimited is feeling. He's frustrated because the truth is just, it doesn't matter to these people anymore.
Correct.
And so but sometimes we may have to bring you the truth, and it may not be an easy thing to bring. And we're okay with people just having a difference of opinion. But sometimes it's going to be hard, but we're going to stand firm on what we believe based on what we've seen and the evidence and the things that we heard that we know have been grounded in truth. And that's why we take this stance that we want to hear directly from Microsoft. So at least from us, if not from the other podcasts, if not from Twitter X or wherever else you guys are getting your information from, we are at least trying to wait for the official sources before we act or speak on something. And we hope that at the very least that you guys appreciate that. And that's what I want to leave you with.
Word up.
Very, very well done. Very well done, Dave. Very well done.
Is Unlimited there?
Yep.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, there you go.
So again, everybody, thank you for joining. It was a great show today. Look, man, if any of this rumors end up being true, I'll be the first to tell you I'm wrong. I have no problem doing that. But what I'm not going to do is sit here, believe rumors, throw a hissy fit, claim I'm selling my Xbox, and shit on gamers in the gaming community. Plus I'm not even part of the fucking community no more. I'm just a dude who happens to like gaming on the Xbox. It ain't no complicated than that, right? But with that said, you guys have a great week. We should have another great week ahead of us for Xbox and gaming, and we are out.
Peace.